Because that's all I care about. I care about it a lot, but not that much. My
Time to
tweets a month
slime
ago were
them the
getting 100
fuck out,
likes.
baby.
Me saying I'm live under some fucking dipshit's tweet is like getting 100 likes in an hour. All right? Like, we are actually, people are listening, and I'm so glad because I thought I was done. I literally thought I
No,
was just
nigga,
going to
you're
stay on
not
this
done.
website, and I was like, I'm fucked. But Chad, I'm telling you, I don't know what it was last year when I was in Japan, but I just learned so much about myself,
Let's
and
slime them out.
I learned that, like, I need to stand up for myself and not take the shit. I kept taking it,
And of
but I just
course,
waited.
Chibi
And I just waited.
is
I waited a
going.
year and a
Chibi
half,
got his
Chad. A
own
year
shit
and a
going
half of
on.
Tectone
Of course,
shitting
he
on
would
me
be.
for this
He
one
would
day.
defend. You know, of course, he would defend fucking Tectone because they're all in a group chat. They all munch off of each other. They're not gonna. But notice, Tectone didn't say a single fucking thing since he did that. Not a fucking peep. Not unless Tectone got something that's heated.
Back to her house. Her house she brought me to. No. Not anything in the street or anything weird. We got back together that night. We went to her house and started to kiss because we went to dinner together. And we were talking about getting back together and let's try it. We went to her house. We started kissing. I read the room wrong. I jumped up like a cat, just like she said, and I left. That's it. That's exactly what Emmy said.
Well, it was like more like, oh well, that was awkward.
Story of sexual assault where Asmongold attacked me for 4 days straight, made 6 different videos, millions of views, and berates me to the point where now my YouTube channel is losing subs every day, and I'm losing followers everywhere I go, and I had to go to Kick because of it. And I get called a rapist when I go to bars because of people like him who just attacked me nonstop for that accusation. Then tried to use clips of me when I got mad that she had moldy cheese in the fridge. Like, that fucking matters. Then he started using clips of me with Cinna where I acted angry to try to make the biggest story ever that Mizkif's an abusive fuck when he just took about 12 minutes of my 8 years on the website and tried to ruin my life. Tectone is a real problem. Tectone talks to Asmon all day. Tectone is buddy-buddy with him and rides his cock. Asmon hasn't said a single word. And he says he doesn't want to.
He didn't say a
There's
single
clip
word
of it.
because he knows
He
it's
says he doesn't
true.
want to talk about it. Interesting. Why would you want to talk about mine, which is just allegations? It's a he said, she said. But you're not willing to talk about Tectone. You claimed you didn't want to talk about Lakari when he had a pedophile link on his computer. Why? Why wouldn't you want to talk about it? Why wouldn't you want to go into it? Why wouldn't you want to do what you do with everything and stick your nose in it? Why? It doesn't make any sense. Why would you not talk about Tectone and Lakari when they have actual bad accusations when all mine was just allegations that I'm a bad boyfriend? But you ruined my life. But you won't talk about Tectone? I get it. You probably have something going on today, right? You have the sting going on in Minneapolis, the ice stuff. That's okay. I'll make sure you hear this. Oh.
Ooh.
I'll make sure everyone hears it. I'll make sure the world hears this because it's bullshit. And I'm not letting this go into raps because these big content creators who usually fucking talk about everything don't want to talk about it. Do you remember how many Twitter posts there were of him talking shit about you into the void for a whole year? There's a whole list. Oh, I know. I have the whole list. I have a whole doctrine of Tectone with defamation in case he tries anything, by the way. I'm prepared and been prepared for this for a long time. I have everything that Tectone has ever said about me written down just in case he wants to try something, and I will fucking go sue him to a wall because I will make sure that guy doesn't speak a damn word about me. Because why? He's been defaming me for over a year and a half. Not just me, but so many other content creators. So many other content creators he's been ruining the lives of for years. Years.
Can you name some? Can you name some? Like, hey man, it's snowing.
All right.
It's about to start snowing.
And I find it funny, people are like, I didn't send anyone. I didn't send anybody.
Are you sure about that?
The guy I sent is right here.
Who?
It's Axion. I sent Axion.
Oh, this good, baby.
Yep.
This about to be good.
Axion was the one that went. Axion, with 2 hours of sleep, went, And I called him in the middle of the night, and I said, Axon, you got to go. And he went. And he got 2 hours of sleep, and he was able to take this picture. 7 hours he was on there getting me information. Did you tell Pink to contact her lawyers about Tectone's tweet? I did. I have not at all. I'll tell you me and my relationship with Pink. Pink came to me about a year ago to tell me that she's sorry that Tectone went around and told people I shook her hand really long and was inappropriate and was weird and that I am touchy and gross. All this drama is great content. I don't think it's fully drama, but I understand it's insanely good content for you guys. I understand that people like this stuff, and to me personally, I'm not gonna lie to you when I say that I'm enjoying it too, because I fucking hate Tectone. I hate what he did. I hate who he is. I wish this stuff never happened, but I'm glad that we're taking down this fucking monster day by day, because people protect him when they're big content creators, and there's a few content creators that are really big that protect him that won't say anything for some reason. I'm going to make sure that we don't need those content creators to let people know the truth about Tectone. That the reality of Tectone is that he sexually assaulted Pink Chew. That the reality is that Pink Chew tweeted about it a year and a half ago, and all those hashtag believe all victims didn't believe Pink Chew, despite the fact that she had descriptive details of sexual assault and how terrible he was, and how she just tweeted it on her alt account. They didn't want to believe a word she said, right? But you'll
And you want to know something? I didn't know anything about this. Okay, people told me that there was some fucked up things with Tectone, right? And okay, and then after that, after they pointed out a few things, especially the Pink Chew stuff, I just sat back and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna watch him, and I watch him as he kept doing the fucking right wing grift. He was starting to say racist shit. He was starting to go off, and I just kind of like peeled off, and I wasn't watching this bitch ass anymore. And I just stopped. I stopped all that shit.
Yes. Very. Very. 6.8 million views. This was posted 2 days ago. You don't think she's making crazy amounts of money? I seen her on normie sites. Yeah, she's insanely successful. And you know when she became insanely successful? When she stopped dating Tectone. Wanna know why? Tectone was stopping her. Didn't want her to grow. Grow a lot, Care Bears? What do you know? But Mizkif, you did the same thing to Amber. I haven't seen her grow like this.
Oof. I'ma just, hey man, cause I made my videos on you. I know a couple of them shots at me. All right.
Now,
and I'm a small little nigga, so
you made everyone PogChamp. All right, boys. There's some things we're gonna go over today. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this quick. There's an ICE shooting that happened. I don't even know the details of it. All I know is that a lot of people are fixated on that, including Hassan. And I know Hassan really wants to go over this Tectone stuff. I'm not stupid. Tectone has fucking attacked Hassan for years. I don't care how you feel about Tectone or Asman. I mean, not fuck Hassan, but he has literally attacked Hassan nonstop for years on lies. I don't care his political bullshit. It's been lies and nonstop, and he's been berating Tectone or Hassan for years.
Yeah, let's keep the
and
politics
if you don't like him,
out
I don't
of this
care.
shit.
I think that I want him to see it because Hassan will see it. Asman might not want to react to it, but Hassan will react to it. Okay? Before Demon Time, react to Silky freezing after threatening to slap Clav.
Oh, did he actually want to fight that nigga?
That's not Demon Time. We aren't here for that.
Nah.
I didn't hear shit. I didn't care about it at all. I don't care about Silky. Do you?
Ooh, I'm here for it, baby. I'm here for this shit. It's
Bro,
gonna be
last
some
night was a
good
disaster by
content,
the way when we went
baby.
out. A disaster. And he got so drunk that Henny got so drunk we got kicked out of the bar because she by accident tried to go to the bathroom and went into the men's bathroom instead. And she got so drunk that I walk outside and she's on the ground, so I have to like try to pick her up and like hold her in my hands. And then while I'm doing that, someone came up to me and like, "Are you Mizkif?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Fuck Tectone."
Yes, yes. Let the hate run through you, young one.
Yep, it's happening, boys. I'm telling you.
Yeah, fuck
I'm
Tectone,
telling you.
nigga.
I'm telling you. Listen, I'll never
I'm
pretend I'm
waiting
perfect.
for this shit.
I'll never pretend that I'm some fucking angel. I'm not. I'm not an angel. I've done fucking dumb shit. I've done stupid shit. I have, but I'm
This
learning
a
from my
long
lessons
time
and I
coming,
continue
bro.
to
This
move.
nigga need to be humble.
Tectone's not someone that's learned anything. People like Tectone will continue doing their thing and acting the way they act until they're forcibly stopped by court. Okay? And I have not ever acted the way I
Internalize the like from his dad. Oh, dude, fuck. That's horrible. I
That's
shouldn't
like
say
saying
shit
you're
like
gonna
that.
make but not have the money shot. It ain't there ain't a money shot. She looks real submissive and looks like, in the words of Halsey, I can take a pounding.
She was going to do something much worse, so bad it would have ruined all of our lives. I'm not going to say what it was that she was doing, but it was so horrific it would have ruined all of our lives.
So, to give you guys context of this moment right here, Pink. This is when Pink was dating Tectone, and this was when Pink was under the illusion that Freem, who was Tectone's first, not girlfriend, wife of 10 years, was a horrible woman who was convicted, who was saying that Tectone was a rapist and Tectone was a vile human being, and they settled out of court, and they have an NDA now. So she was under the illusion that Freem was a terrible, terrible person. Yes, 10 years of a wife, was a terrible, terrible person, and that's why she's saying in this moment that Freem is a bad woman. She doesn't understand and doesn't know because Tectone didn't tell her the truth.
So bad it would have ruined all of our lives. I'm not going to say what it was that
You're such a scum. What about being unkind and treating people as less of being smaller streamers, already using her for content? What are you saying? Give me the idea of what you are saying. Because you're not making any sense.
I know who else I can send this to.
Like you're not even making, I mean, I'm saying that in a way where you're not speaking English. What about just being unkind and treating people as less? I was talking about the girl you're dating now. The doctor? Did I tell you guys about that?
she was doing.
Nigga, you just said something.
Why are you doing that?
Yo. Tectone is the bread.
Listen, you know what my dad said to me the other day, chat? And he's right. He said everyone that gets in this kind of industry for streaming and entertainment, they 99% of them have a bad side to them, a really bad side of them that they try to hide. And he's right. He's absolutely, what I've learned as I've gone through this, he's fucking right. And I think even in a bigger context, chat, streamers have it way worse because they are idolized and seen as gods while they're there, and their job is to be a degenerate. And when you feed them that kind of stuff, they think what they're doing is fine. Jolly Ranch Zoo. Wait, aren't you that one girl? Damn Oxford study always right. What are you trying to say? Go ahead. What are you trying to say? What do you know about fucking Oxford? You're like 19 years old. Like, what are you doing? You don't know anything about Oxford. I thought you were with an Asian? No. The fuck? I'm with a doctor. I'm not with an Asian. What the fuck?
winner.
That's Cuff'em side hoe. Listen, we don't call them side hoes. We call them women. Okay, we respect women here. I know that a lot of content creators and streamers want to make you think that I don't respect women or my chat doesn't. But we are probably one of the most respectful communities to women in the history of streaming. Want to know how? We made half the girls that are popular on Twitch. We have grown them. We are one of the nicest community when it comes to women ever, by far. Like, it's true. And I'm not even just saying that because I'm trying to glaze. It is literally factual. The girls that hate me will even say that's true. My chat is one of the nicest when it comes to women and most respectful, and we've always cared. We've always cared.
It's the money.
You can't deny it. It's true.
Because you're a
Responsible human being.
That's like saying you're going to make but not have the money shot. It ain't there ain't a money shot. She looks real submissive and looks like
That was the biggest lie I ever saw in my life. I'm going to go back to this. You want to know how delusional Tectone's chat is, chat? His mod is telling Tectone that he's quiet.
there ain't a money
There's
shot.
no way.
She looks real submissive and looks like, in the words of Halsey,
So, Chad, if you want to know how gross this man is, he was literally convicted of so many rape charges when he was in the military that a law passed for him to tell you how bad of a man Tectone's dad is. Tectone claims he didn't know ever that his dad was this bad boy, that he didn't know that this was a thing. Very hard to believe that this guy didn't ever hear about the fact that his dad's a mass rapist in the military. Kind of impossible, I'm going to be honest with you. That's like someone not hearing or understanding that Lakari was a pedophile or had pedophilic things on his computer. Bullshit, you didn't know in your 30 years of living that your dad was a rapist. Bullshit. You brought him on because you thought he was okay. I do not believe you. I'm sorry, I don't.
take a pounding.
She was going to do something much worse, so bad it would have ruined all of our lives. I'm not going to say what it was that she was doing, but it was so horrific.
Couldn't they have kept it from him? Do you really believe that? Do you really believe that Tectone didn't know for 30 years what his dad had done? Do you believe that? You really think Tectone never heard about the fact that his dad has a law passed against him?
Would have ruined.
Let me ask you a question. Wouldn't he be on the sex offender list? It was being tweeted at him. Oh, I know. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate, which is bullshit. It was constantly tweeted at him, chat. He knew. He knew. He knew.
Ruined all of our lives.
Oh, girls don't like crazy guys.
It's like abusive guys.
Well,
It will never not be the hottest thing ever when a thick female has a in their mouth. Am I going to get canceled over this? No. You want to know why? I guess I don't have secrets.
Tectone as a streamer is best known for playing and promoting gacha games like Genshin Impact, which from what I can tell is essentially like gambling for children, as these sorts of companies generate revenue from users gambling on pulls to get an endless supply of sought-after characters and items.
We get a new 5-star. We gonna get it 100%. You want to know why? Because I'm supposed to. Because I'm supposed to. And you want to know how I know? Because chat, right now, if you follow my stream and you're new here, you get 3 free pulls in Honkai Star Rail. That's the crazy thing. Here we go. We have 8 more to go, baby. 2. Whoa! There we go! There we go! There we go! Please! Please, Clara! Clara, run your wilds! Clara, run your wilds! Clara, run your wilds! Please! Please! Go! Oh my God! Oh.
Want to chat if you hated Tectone for years. You know, my dad said it last night. He said that Tectone is the one person he met during Camp Canute.
Yeah, he did say that shit.
Hated. Like it wasn't even
that
Tectone, my dad hated like knew anything about him. He said the second I shook his hand, I thought he was weird.
It's a weird nigga.
I'm gonna say this even before all this stuff came out. I think most people hated Tectone. Like in everywhere, they hated Tectone. I don't understand how Tectone has a following. I don't get it. Because you want to know the truth? The number one reason, it's not even about the line. How do you listen to that guy? How do you listen to him yell and scream for hours? How do you watch a 30-minute video of him screaming and yelling? It's so uncomfortable to watch. Like, his mannerisms and the way he acts is so not authentic. I don't understand how anyone watched him. I don't get it. Besides, like, chuds who like WWE and want rifles in their house.
We did it, dude! My number.
People watch Kai Cenat. That makes sense to me, though, because Kai has a very young audience, and they like yelling and screaming. That is normal for kids and underage kids, like, liking that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, but
I understand
Tectone
why
hates
Kai has
Kai
an audience,
Cenat, yeah.
and Kai's also very entertaining with it. I do not
He
understand why
hates
Tectone has an
Kaisenet,
audience
and he
in
called him
any
fake.
capacity.
He called that man fake without even knowing
I
him.
almost passed out on the ground. I'm not kidding you. I almost.
Peach Stars hates him so much. Oh, me and Peach have had very long discussions about how much we hate Tectone. Very long discussions on how much we hate Tectone. Many people in Austin hate Tectone, by the way. I'm not going to pretend that many people like Tectone. There are very few creators that like Tectone. Very few. Very, very few. Why? Because it wasn't even about the Pink Chew allegations. We just fucking hated him.
Was passed out on
He's just annoying. Like, that's it. Like, it's not even about the allegations. The dude was just annoying. How did this guy get into OTK? Rich. And I'll be honest, chat, when he came to OTK, he came to the OTK 1 year anniversary. I was love bombed by him, and so were a lot of us, and we thought he was good. That's it. We just thought he was good. I didn't expect this to be the reality of who he is.
ground. My blood pressure was so high. I swear on my life. I pinky promise. I was about to pass out. This feeling, free to play, Bronya.
Even Tectone, the one promoting these games, doesn't seem to be immune from spending large sums of money on exploitative Chinese crap. Yes, my two favorite Chinese imports. Genshin Impact.
You are too nice, Miz. You know, I'm honestly, I don't want to fucking like glaze myself, but like I am actually so fucking nice to way too many people that never deserved it. I gave this guy, Chad, I had $2.5 to $3 million in my name, okay? I gave this guy $300,000 cash to move near me. Do you know how crazy it is? I gave him $300,000 cash, a guy I hardly knew, to move near me because I wanted to help him. Okay? Like that's a lot of my money. That was a lot of my money, but I gave it to him because I liked him and I wanted to move near me. I hardly knew him. He wasn't a friend. I just wanted to support OTK and support him. So I was like, dude, look, just I'll give you the money, pay me back. Because he said he was making like $300K a month doing Genshin shit. I'm like, okay, just pay me back, like quick. He backstabbed me. Like, would you ever backstab someone that gives you money like that or supports you? Like, it's crazy that someone would do that.
Hell no.
Even if you
If
hate
you
my
gave
guts,
me
the
$3
fact that you're
million,
willing
I
to
would
do
bury
that
the hatchet
blows
with
my
you.
mind.
I wouldn't
you're
even
willing
call you a
to
freaky ass nigga no
attack me for years,
And I
just
would
for-
support you
and I gave
and
you
be
that
your
money,
friend.
man.
And if you have
And
any
it's not like I ever
hard
talked
times-
about it really on stream. It's not like I really
that's part
really
of the
attacked him
thing that
publicly.
I was talking about, right? Some of these niggas don't want to be friends. They want to be around certain people in order to elevate themselves. And then when they get the opportunity and they feel like it's okay, they stab motherfuckers in the back. Tectone used to talk really good about Kai Sinet. He used to be like, yeah, I enjoy Kai content. All of a sudden, he starts hating on Kai Sinet, calls him fake. Like he does, but he doesn't even fucking know him.
Was embellished, and I think it's just not true. I think he just lies about fucking everything. Like, let's go back to that fucking picture and just spam despair.
Tectone joined OTK, or the One True Key.
Wild that this was our universe, huh, boys? Wild that we were all in a room together smiling. Crazy, right? Crazy. 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 I read on live stream videos yesterday that someone said that Mizkif's life's going to be in a Netflix documentary, and he hopes that one day when he's older, he's going to be able to see it in a retirement home. Brother, I think it might be quicker than that. I'll be real with you. I think Netflix should pick up my fucking life very soon because it is fucking insane.
Streaming organization on November 21st.
Look who's in the center. Oh, I know. Look who was in the fucking center of that pick.
2021. With streamers such as Osmongold, Mizkif, and later Emiru. Interestingly, OTK has had several different scandals in the same realm as Tectone's. One of the co-owners was accused of SA, and the other co-owner, Mizkif, was accused of covering up an assault. Tectone is also one of the biggest Osmongold worshippers online. He basically thinks the guy walks on water anytime he comes up.
Dr. Pepper, but yeah.
The reason why I started being a streamer was because of Asmon. Asmon has been and always will be my favorite streamer. The dude's funny, the guy's charismatic, and he made me feel better about my life.
Tectone would eventually host the Steak and Eggs podcast with Osmongold and Emiru. Before we can get to the absurdities of epigenetic, we need to go back to August of 2022 when Tectone's then wife, Freem, left him.
You've been losing weight. Do I look different than when I first started Camp Canoe?
Yeah.
Because I'm bald?
Because your face.
Abusive relationship.
That's why I'm leaving.
I don't like
Wait, what?
He immediately tries to grab her like, okay, wait, bro. Bro, that's wild. Bro. You
That's
know
crazy.
Tectone had it in the back of his head when she said that too. Like, you don't just say that when someone punches you and go, abusive relationship. Like, they had talks about it off stream, and he was like, oh, God.
Abusive relationship.
That's why I'm leaving.
I don't like this joke anymore. I don't like this joke. Brig, I'll give you a hug.
Look how
Bro, look how
awkward that fucking
standoffish
hug
she
is.
Freem, it really
Look how
looks like she
fucking
does not
awkward
want him
that
hugging
hug
her.
is.
Oh, my God. That's so cringe. Oh, my God. Ew, Tectone. Ew. Ew, she does not want that.
Brig, I'll give you a hug.
Oh, she's not saying
Look how
sorry or
fucking-
anything, dude. If
she's
if
not
my
even hugging him
girlfriend
back.
said abusive, or I said abusive relationship, and she said that's why I'm leaving, I'd be like, can you say that's not true and apologize? I'll be like, can you tell the audience in front of you right now that that's not true? And
Like, tell 'em
she
it's a
just
joke,
put her
babe.
hand in the pocket, and then he grabs her to try to make it seem like everything's okay. And that's the response. Oh my God.
From the body language of Freem, it really looks like she does not want him hugging her.
Thank you for helping me
Absolutely.
today. I appreciate that. Have a hug back. The pound in the back feels very father-son-ish. Thank you.
Earlier, Tectone would explain to his stream
Yikes.
that he had been hurting his wife for a very long
Can I have a hug back, please? Oh my God.
time, with pretty poor explanations, all while Freem was packing her things to leave him.
I want to get this announcement out of the way beforehand. I've heard that I have been hurting someone. I've been hurting someone that I care a lot about. Sometimes, Chad, caring too much is not good. It's really not. Sometimes you can mean well, but still cause, I guess, overbearingness to the people who you care about. Because we've been together since we were so young, we formed a very bad codependency
That's
for
not
one
why.
another.
That's not why.
Sometimes when Frame isn't in the house,
Don't believe his lies.
I can't function as a
That's
human
not why
being
she left.
at all.
That's
I just
not why
can't.
she left.
That's not true.
Because it got
That's
to a
not how
point where
codependent
I didn't really
fucking
know
relationships actually work.
who I
No,
was
don't do
and
that.
who Freem was, and when Freem wasn't around me, I didn't feel like a complete human being. And during that process, I hurt my wife because she was overworked, and y'all know that. It's even a meme. It's even a meme. Me yelling Freem. Freem! Sprinting over here. And so I've been hurting.
Have you talked to
for her.
Freem? No. The reason why I'm not going to talk to Freem is one, I'm not going to dig myself into business of hers that she doesn't want out there. And number two, Freem and Tectone went to court and they settled outside of court for a decent amount of change because what Freem had on Tectone was so bad that she wanted to get paid for it. And she got paid. So now they have an NDA and they can't talk. Just letting you know. So this pathological fucking disgusting liar did some really bad shit to Freem. It was abusive, and Tectone doesn't want to talk about it and wants to pretend that it's just because he's like, oh, I can't be alone or whatever the fuck. He's lying. He's lying out of his ass. He was abusive in this first fucking relationship, and then he gets another with Pink Chew right afterwards, by the way, and you'll hear more.
Long time. I stopped seeing her as a different person. I saw her as myself. And I asked her to do too much. I asked her to help me too much. And Freem was also hurting me in a way where she wouldn't communicate with me because she was afraid due to her past relationships. But what I realized is a little bit too late that Freem is not me. And just because I'm okay with creating content 24/7 does not mean that my wife would be okay with that. I thought you were getting divorced. Same.
They would divorce only 4 months later for it, and Tectone would start a relationship with Twitch streamer and OnlyFans model Pink Chew.
But yeah, Ping is one of the best people I've ever met. She's now
Right after being married for 10 years, Tectone immediately gets in a relationship with Pink Chew.
never done anything wrong. A amazing human being.
People would continue to question if Tectone was abusive, and
I want to give fucking hearts in chat for Pink Chew. I really do. I have heard her for hours talking about stuff and talking to me. And the fact that I seriously appreciate this fucking girl for having the balls to go after Tectone and doing this shit. Despite the fact that the fucking internet wouldn't listen to her because she has an OnlyFans. The fact that people wouldn't listen to her, would continue to platform this guy, and would continue to treat him like he's a good person. You actually stood up for yourself, stayed silent, wait 2 years, waited for court, and you finally got the justice you deserve. You deserve everything you got, and I'm proud of her for fucking doing it. She had 1 lawyer. They had 5, and she won. 5.
Imagine having 5 lawyers and getting that ass
What was
spanked.
really going on when clips started to resurface online?
Let's be honest, not even you supported her back then. I don't think that's true. I think that it's something that I might have said. It's a he said, she said, and it's a tough thing for me to talk about, which is completely fair and true. It's something that I don't support Tectone on, but it's which is why he was also kicked out of OnlyFans. He was removed. Don't act like I was like not supportive of her and understanding what's going on. But I was probably like, this is a he said, she said, and I just also wasn't friends with Tectone. Don't act like I was hanging out with the guy. Don't act like I had a podcast with him. Don't act like I was ever supporting Tectone at that time. I hated Tectone. I wasn't his friend. I thought the guy was weird. Don't act like I liked him. Okay, chill. I'm sorry. Well, then don't say shit when you're wrong, buddy. I'm sorry. Like, don't act like I was close to him. Don't act like after she made those allegations that me and Tectone ever talked again. I didn't. But a lot of your best content creators in Austin continue to talk to the guy.
Damn, he's hitting out to fucking.
Remember this clip and how it went viral, chat? Remember this one?
I love him.
Don't touch me.
I'm patient.
No, you're not. You're like the most impatient, moody I've ever met.
I have seen this. Yeah, I've
Freem,
seen this before.
I carry our marriage, and you know that. Freem, you know that.
I think we have a pretty 50-50 marriage.
You're high.
Tectone gives the game away in this clip for being a wholly unlikable tool and what's more shocking.
What did you see in Tectone the shell out 300K for him? I saw someone that I liked as a person. I liked and I thought he could be my friend because he was very love bombing when we first met. He was very cool to hang out with. Me and Emmy would play Mario Tennis with him all the time. It was fun to hang out with him. And I thought he was a good implement to OTK. I thought he was a good branch into another section, which was gacha games in a new area. And he was an up and coming streamer. So I was like, I think it's a good thing to bring him on because bring him on, he can be friends with me. But my biggest problem in my career is I always mixed business and pleasure, and I fucked up.
Yeah, you can't.
When I gave him 300K, I just want to make it very clear, this was 4 years ago. This is before any allegations ever of Tectone, and this is when him and Freem were hanging out at my house. So I just want to make that very clear. This was 4 years ago. This wasn't last year, 2 years ago. I haven't liked Tectone for 2 fucking years. I want to make that very clear. I may have gone on like a steak and eggs podcast with Tectone at one point, and then I think I talked about how the fact that you still owe me $5,000 in PayPal fees. Did not like the guy. I just went on the podcast, did my thing, and left.
Though is that he has the lack of self-awareness to do this with his then
Freem worked at OTK doing emotes, but she left or something, and I forgot where she worked, but
wife on
I don't really know the whole story.
You're high. I'm not saying you don't help. You think it's 50-50? Explain.
I mean, okay,
I would unironically say I'm probably one of the best husbands on planet Earth.
you're a very good husband.
No. I wouldn't say very good. I would say one of the best.
I'm just saying, like, you carry in social aspects, I carry in the back end tech stuff. And I feel like together we make a good team.
But marriage, dude, I am the conflict resolution god.
Yeah, you are.
I can't wait till you see what I have today.
100% you are.
I am the greatest shoulder to cry on. I am the greatest consoler.
I can't wait to show you what I have today.
Everything, the romantic shit I do is crazy. Like, are you...
There's a guy named Jay Stilk just restreaming your shit, getting tons of donations and subs on Twitch. Not sure if you would allow this. He did a piece on you. Listen, dude. I think a lot of people have hated me for things I've done or they thought I did. I think a lot of people have had problems with me. But I think a lot of us can all come together in unison. It's like the We Are the World from like the 1980s when all the celebrities came together. We can all come in unison to hate Tectone. Okay?
Yeah, fuck Tectone,
I do not
nigga.
mind that he's watching me at all.
Fuck that
and
nigga.
It's totally okay.
Why are you giggling? Freem, you know beyond a shadow that I'm an incredible husband.
People are bad and people are shitty. Tectone's on a different level of shitty. I've always hated Tectone. Like, I've always hated Tectone. There's people that have always hated Tectone. I stopped liking Tectone the second Camp Canute when he just kept glazing Nick and thinking he's a god. That really fucking bothered me. Like, it really pissed me off.
I never said that you were.
But you never said that I was.
Okay, you are an incredible husband.
How accommodating I've been is insane.
He's really channeling that inner narcissistic sassy gay man.
Yeah,
to
he's a
tell his
fucking
then wife that she
narcissist.
isn't worth anything. He's the best guy ever.
How accommodating I've been is insane. Why are you not saying?
And I know my wife is a nurse.
Yes, I agree. Of course.
So for like marriages and emotions and understanding.
The fucking
communication,
end of
I
Tectone,
would say I
baby.
know about 90% of that.
Oh my god, yeah, she don't shut up.
Okay, there we go.
Yep, I was literally gonna say she's stress picking because she's trying to zone out. You could tell Freem here is trying to disassociate because Tectone just doesn't shut the fuck up and shit's on him.
He doesn't. He
Tectone
never
legit
shuts
ruined
the
the
fuck
Camp
up.
Canoe
He
too, being a
talks
whiny
about
bitch.
himself
I
24/7.
100%. Nick ruined it too, but I'll be honest and I'll say this: Camp Canoe 2 was a failure. Tectone kind of really fucked with it, but everyone was going through so much shit. It was kind of hard to make interesting. It just was.
Communication?
Yes.
Uh,
I give you your space, you give me my space. We mutually love each other. We mutually are happy with each other. We're still each other's best friends, I hope, right?
that's a lot of assuming happening right now.
Oh, shit.
It's a lot of assuming.
When this car clip resurfaced online, Tectone went to sweep it up directly. But specifically what I find interesting
Minus
is this quote,
2.5k likes.
"We pretty much had to get it.
Our marriage was good for 8 years, but bad for the last 2. It was getting to the point where we were both resented each other. Content creating took a toll on both of our mentals and changed. We, us, they, here, no. You got fucking served in court, and you know it's so bad that you had an NDA on her, and you have an NDA, and you can't talk about it because you don't want to talk about it. So
That's
you gave her
true.
$30,000 because you know that you were such an abusive fucking husband that you want to make sure no one knows about it.
Force to save our friendship, which worked and was definitely for the better. You may not realize it yet, but this is just an outright manipulative lie by Tectone, something I will explain in more depth shortly. Tectone would further present this narrative that everything was all good on stream.
Also, you gotta understand, like, Frame doesn't like when people paint me as a fucking villain, right? Because it kind of just like decredits our entire fucking marriage, right? Like a couple of bad moments doesn't ruin 10 fucking years, you know what I mean? I just really want Frame to be able to get out of the public eye. That's all I want.
Sure we do.
And please,
there go that
God,
fake-ass
nobody
crying
clip this,
shit.
please. It's just very hard for me to talk about Frame because she was my wife for a very long time, and I don't like remembering how ugly the end of our marriage got. My life's going in a great direction, and that's the only reason why it hurts. That's the only reason why it's scary. Am I going to get canceled over this? No. You want to know why? Because I don't have secrets. The last 2 years were really rough. It was really rough. Now, the shit that I would do with Frame, the icky shit I would do with Frame, that wasn't good, right? I'm probably going to delete this VOD after this stream. But holy dude, my friends can't even react to me without it being a hate thread. It's crazy. It's crazy. Sorry.
After a back and forth on Twitter about Freem being free from Tectone occurred, Freem would clarify the situation with, quote, "Since some think this is playful banter, it's not. We are not on good terms, by the way." But
Yeah, dude, Tectone, I remember when this tweet went out.
Sorry.
after a back and
Look at
forth
this.
on Twitter about Freem being
This was a post about my donathon being over, by the way. Tectone said thank you to try to clarify. And she ratios him and says, I've been free of you for months.
Damn.
free from Tectone occurred, Freem would clarify the situation
Like-
with, quote, "Since some think this is playful banter, it's not. We are not on good terms, by the way. But
Not
this is
at all.
between me, him, and our lawyers. Sorry for not wanting to talk about my personal life online. Some things just shouldn't be used for content." Discord DMs were sent to Tectone and Pink of Freem posting screenshots of a bra being purchased on Amazon from Tectone's account well prior to his divorce, and then
Yup, Tectone, I want you guys to remember this. Tectone would tell his girlfriend and his wife what to wear and what to do. He would tell them what to wear and what to do. Remember when Asmon and everyone attacked me because I would say to Emmy that I don't like the cosplay stuff she does when it's too baity, and I don't like that stuff because I didn't. And when I first started dating her, I made that very clear that I don't like the super baity stuff where your boobs are out or anything. It makes me feel very uncomfortable because people just are goo gaga over you. And I don't want that for my girlfriend. But for Tectone purchasing bras, I never purchased anything for Emmy. What the fuck? I never fucking did any of this shit. This is wild. Like, he would purchase her stuff in cosplays to make her wear what he wants.
Chu wearing it at a later date. Freem also still had access to the security cameras and posted pictures of Pink Chu coming in and out of Tectone's house. This was on a date where Freem was supposed to be with Tectone for Christmas. Because of these new posts, Tectone and his new
so
girlfriend
he was
would strike
cheating
back
on
at
her
Freem
with
viciously.
Frank.
Before we get
Okay,
into
so
the
Frank
nuclear
was cheating on.
response Pink and
Wait,
Tectone made,
so he was cheating
That's
on
fair if you
her
told her at the start of a relationship.
with
I
Pink Chu.
told her at the start of a relationship, she knew it for years, that I did not like the way that she would put on cosplays and stuff sometimes because it was too revealing and it made me feel very uncomfortable. I also didn't like the fact that she would, post a lot of the cosplay stuff and farm schizos by accident because she was doing stuff that was farming schizos. It was bad. And they would come to my house and it was I hated it. It was a lot. It was a lot.
I want to jump ahead and let everyone know that Pink has since stated that she was used as a pawn by Tectone to attack his ex-wife, Freem, that he convinced her and told her to do everything that's about to happen. Regardless of the merit of these claims, you cannot convince me that Tectone was not aware of what his current girlfriend was about to levy at his ex-wife. Keep this in mind for what's about to come next. Tectone's current girlfriend, Pink, would post the Discord DMs of Freem and respond with, quote, "This woman is a criminal and has caused me so much anxiety and distress the last year, I needed to take a break. She spied on me with cameras, even private moments, and shared it with my colleagues and friends illegally. Without knowing her, she spread rumors about me, tried to ruin my career and friendship.
But you
I
were
didn't go to the police
cheating
in fear of what
with
she would do
Tectone.
because she is completely obsessed with me and is unhinged."
So to give you guys context, at this moment, Freem was dating Tectone. Freem divorced Tectone and because he was a terrible, disgusting boyfriend. He did disgusting, terrible things. It was abuse. It was allegedly abuse. Let's go with that. It was really bad to the point where Tectone and her settled outside of court, and now they have an NDA. So it was really fucking bad. It was a very shitty, toxic relationship. It was terrible. I have heard terrible things about it. I was there. I would hear things all the time.
Everybody
this is not my relationship,
shit,
and I don't air that thing publicly because not for Tectone,
Reggie's
but because
watching
of
this
Freem.
shit.
Freem does probably not want that out
J-Stock's
publicly for a
watching this
reason,
shit.
and she just wants him out of his life. So I will not be talking about it. Okay, I will not be sharing what I know about Freem. That's not on me. But I will talk about Pink because it is a public thing. It is a public court, and she openly talked about it. So this is when Pink was doing cosplays, and she was a new streamer. She was a kind of small cosplayer. She wasn't really known that well. This is about 3 years ago, and she was manipulated by Tectone into thinking that Freem was this horrible, disgusting person, and Tectone's the good guy, and that she was, she was being completely manipulated.
Freem would respond to Pink with, quote, "Have your lawyers reach out to mine." Tex had their info for months. Pink would then start a live stream attacking Freem and announcing she had gone to the police to press charges on Freem for revenge. What you're about to see was all planned, and Tectone would actually raid Pink's stream prior to her starting.
Tectone's ex-wife has been stalking and harassing me and Tectone for over a year now. She has not left us alone. She has stalked bank statements, internet history, was spying on me when I came to visit Techie because I guess she originally was spying on Techie, and spread revenge of footage that is considered revenge to people from the cameras as well. I have gone to the police. Here is a police report. I try to clear up as much as I can. I have a police report. The cops are doing their thing. I'm not going to get into the specifics about the revenge. And yes, her spreading revenge is sexual harassment if she doesn't want to believe it. I thought she was going to make the video that she took of me public. So I called her out.
But
that was the first thing because I was scared she was going to start.
You got to look at it from her point of view. This relationship was happening while she was married. Okay? That's the only reason why that shit even happened to begin with.
And pictures of the garage and everything else, sharing screenshots and doing all these things and spreading sex stuff and sexually harassing her. He purposely did this. This was all planned by Tectone to have his new girlfriend try to ruin her life.
Against me. She has ruined Tectone's image.
Well, that's what I thought.
Things? Pink later said that there was no revenge.
I was wrong.
So who was telling her that there was? She also tries to run narrative for Tectone. She even brings up the divorce court papers.
Is she a little kid or something? Someone said. Listen, she didn't know and didn't understand the situation. This is just for a few months, and you're going to see the reality of when she realizes and what happens, okay? This was not long. This is not something that she believed for a very long time. It changes.
Which I would presume came from him.
The reason why on Christmas...
I've also said this about Pink Chu. She's actually autistic.
Tectone canceled plans with Freem is because I was a new friend to Tectone. Tectone had talked to me about the mental abuse he went through with her.
No, I'm not autistic.
He confided in me all the abuse he was dealing with. the cheating and how hurt he was. And I told him, I don't feel comfortable meeting her. I don't want to know this person. I feel very uncomfortable. I think you should maybe take a step back and maybe get some help and think about, what has happened, because I felt bad. Like, he still had empathy for her, even after getting cheated on, even after a lot of stuff she did to him.
Remember that the ex-wife
Oh,
Freeman
damn,
said virtually
okay,
nothing
damn.
in public,
Nuremberg
and the things
trial.
being shown are DMs that somebody else leaked to Pink and
damn,
Tectone. All of a sudden now Freem is an abuser and a revenge.
Let me also just
Damn.
So-
remind you,
Populate gotcha
Why did
games
Tectone
too.
do that? Why do you think Tectone labeled Freem as an abuser and Pinkchu, and he tried to manipulate her into going public?
Oh, because
He
because
put
he
everything
already
into Pinkchu's mouth to say all this stuff. Why do you think?
because he
Deflection.
already
Met
put
Freem?
the
I've
because he
never
already
met her
put the
once in my
narrative
life.
out
I hope
there
I never have
that
to,
that
okay?
Pink
she
is stupid
was
for believing all that, regardless if they were in a relationship or not. I completely agree. I think that she was manipulated, and it is also on her, and she completely understands that she fucked up. But just keep watching, and I'm telling you, you will understand.
And that's why it's scary, because it's like this scary unknown, and I have to just deal with it. And I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm not gonna like sit
Get
around
him
and
the
just
fuck
let
outta
somebody
here,
try
bro.
to destroy my
Get this
life.
nigga
She was
outta
gonna do
here.
something much worse, so bad it would have ruined all of our lives. I'm not gonna say what it was that she was doing, but it was so horrific it would have ruined all of our lives.
What do you think?
That
about it?
sound like
Reason why
some
Tectone
shit-
Went nuclear.
that
Because his
sound like some
ex-wife
shit he
Freem
would
was
say.
about to make her alleged abuse she went through from her husband Tectone public. Tectone has denied this for years, that this was even happening, by the way. But what people aren't aware of is that legal documentation between Pink and Freem clearly states, quote, the dispute between Freem and Tectone relates to a serious and false allegation against Tectone. During that call, Tectone and Pinkchu learned that Freem had a Google Doc, and she was planning to release it to the public. We'll get into further detail later, but it's important to realize that the attacks Pink made prior is a direct response to Tectone finding out through Pink that Freem was going to go public with the alleged abuse she went through with Tectone. Reached out to Tectone to get his side of the story in any context I could.
Yeah, right.
At first he said he was happy to answer any questions until he realized how meticulously I had gone through everything. I asked him what the allegations were that Pink mentioned were going to ruin all of their lives, not letting him know I already had the court documents proving what they were. And he lied to me. He said, quote, no allegations were going to be made against me. This was between her and another woman.
Oh my god, he just lied. He just full on lied. Oh my god, what a loser. He just fucking fully lied to this dude.
Yo, that's
good job,
crazy.
Tectone. You fully lied. If that doesn't prove what the fuck kind of person he is, then what does? Keep in mind, your
What
top
a
content
fucking-
creators on Twitch
what a fucking
still aren't talking about
weaselly
this.
little
Provably a
bald
lie.
fucking liar.
It was so horrific it would have ruined all of our lives.
Freem would respond to all this with, I'm well aware of the many lies that continue to be said about me, my relationships, and my alleged actions. As social media isn't the appropriate forum to address legal matters, I'll just say that neither I nor my attorney has heard from anyone about actually resolving this matter. I won't be commenting on this further. Pink would even run cover for how Tectone treated his wife in the car clip from earlier, explaining, oh, you don't understand. Tectone realized that day that his wife of 10 years had been cheating on him.
Keep this in mind. This is the day he caught her and Cruz huddling on the couch and realized she was cheating on him with Cruz.
Based, I would 100% cheat on Tectone. I would do the same fucking thing. I would totally do the same thing. I do not blame Freem in the slightest for having to try to figure out any sort of comfort in her life in cheating on Tectone. I would do anything I can. I can care less that she cheated on Tectone. I remember people tried to really use that against her. Like, I can give a fuck, man. Can give a fuck. She was trying to get away. And by the way, this guy who's Tectone's close buddy, he once said in a very famous quote that if don't ever leave me alone on an island with Emaru. This is another one of Tectone's friends who's been fucking weird to Emaru over the years. Yep. He said, don't leave me on an island alone with Emaru. And he said it publicly. He was on OTK's Progressive show, and he got kicked off because of it.
His assistant.
If you guys want to link me the clip, go for it.
Which is pretty crazy, considering only 5 months later, Pink would announce that Tectone had been cheating on her.
Weird question time. Has anyone ever been cheated on? How do you react to something like that, by the way? Like, is it weird? Like, I know some people are like, oh, you'll crash out or something when you learn about that, like you got cheated on. But is it weird that for me, like, I just like, oh my God, I don't have to deal with this piece of shit anymore.
Tectone, as you will see throughout, would lie to his audience in a pre-planned narrative spinning in an attempt to dissuade accusations of cheating against him.
When did you and Pink break up? Me and Pink broke up like mid-June. Do y'all need proof of that or no? Are we gonna take my word for that? Do we need proof? I'm gonna do it anyways. I feel like it's important. Just because I don't want anybody to doubt what I'm saying, and I know it's a pretty serious topic people really like talking about. Yeah, once again, I want to be very clear. No ill will towards it whatsoever as of right now.
Yeah, okay. As of right now. As of right now.
Dude. Okay,
you
so you
fucking
just
loser.
like you have to prove this, and you have to.
Loser.
Oh my god, dude, the signs are there, but dude, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it was made public against my will, but I don't care. But yeah, I have a message that I sent to Jimmy on June 28th where Pink and I broke up.
Wasn't the dude who said this thing on the island EMPI? That guy right there said that if you leave me on an island with Emmy, don't leave me on an island with Emmy. Go find the clip of that guy, and let's find out what he said. Because I'm pretty sure that guy said it. Did he not say it, chat? Someone in my chat will know if he said it or not. He did.
But yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
Nothing
well,
bad.
find
Sure
the
it wasn't
clip.
Shinya? No, Shinya said that he just met the girl that he jerked off to, and he met me and Emmy on a plane that like a day before that.
Tectone for real just pulled up DMs of
Bro.
his mod in him and just had this.
Yo, his
streak
friends
planned
are
so
just
that
some
people wouldn't
fucking
think he-
freaks,
Yup,
bro.
exactly. All good. If I ever wanted to come over, could I or not? By the way, this isn't his mod. This is Jimmy here. Always welcome. Pink and I broke up. Keep it a secret, and I'm okay.
He was cheating.
Like, why do you have to bring that up?
Posting receipts of the real breakup that was in July. Please stop talking about me on.
That was EMPI who said the island. No. That guy said something insanely bad about Emmy. Zizik said something bad before, too. I'm literally going to have to look it up now. Where is it? They both did. Yeah, I know. I don't know why people keep saying he didn't. I remember. I remember. It's not like this is hard for me to remember.
Scream. Stop.
You know.
Permanently mute Tectone.
Oh, God. Yo.
Permanently mute Tectone.
Stop lying. I broke up with you because I suspected you cheating on me. Stop taking pot shots at me on stream. You know, the next day we got back together, I broke up with you on July 23rd. Didn't want to be your friend with benefits on July 26th. You wouldn't even let me ride in the car with you and Sophia, and I was outside the house drunk and alone. I'm not.
Notice how he immediately breaks up with Pink Chew and then he starts getting and talking to Sophia 3 days later. Do you see how crazy this fucking terrible dog shit
Yes,
piece of
because
shit
he's
is?
fucking cheating on these
blames
women,
people
bro.
for cheating and being a terrible person, yet he literally does everything he says. He just throws it on the women because he thinks that he can manipulate all of them.
Stupid, and I suspected cheating. Just stop. It wasn't good. It was a lot of bad. Pink attached text messages to the tweet of her breaking up with Tectone, where she specifically says twice that she was scared of him.
And then she went after his wife, and there was a whole controversy over that. She basically protected him, defended him, and he used her constantly.
Because I wasn't sure.
After Tectone was caught lying, he would respond in a classic manipulative manner. Quote,
I still have a date
"Lied to
tonight. Yeah,
protect
at 8.
someone, but they make it so hard. He's lying to protect Pink. Not because he was cheating and trying to assert a public narrative." To which Pink would respond by saying, "He's not lying to protect me. He's lying because he doesn't want Sophia to know we were still together. I was told by someone else. He told her the same lie. We both know how you treated me and your ex-wife. You had her sign an NDA to keep her quiet about the abuse and told me to specifically go over the car clip on stream and lied to me and said it was the day
Damn,
you
she just
taught her
spilled the
cheating.
beans.
But I found out later it was a lie. Just like your many lies you used to manipulate me to make you look like the victim when she was the victim all along. She didn't even know Cruz till a month later. As shown here, this is how he treated both of us. Our friends saw it, my family saw it, and I'm glad I'm out."
Did you see all that? Pink tweeted this, that Tectone was abusive, not only to Freem, and that's why she left, and it was so bad they had to get an NDA. Then she talked about how she figured out all the lies that went gone on in his life in just a few months. And then she got out. She realized the bullshit, she realized the manipulation, she used him to make it look like that you were the victim.
God damn it. What's going on?
And then she got out. He pries on women that are small, that are weak, and he takes them in, and he tries to manipulate them.
I
to
hope
think
you
he's a
guys
good
enjoyed this
person
more than
and
I
use
am.
them whatever he
This-
needs. It's a pawn in his life.
Oh,
That's
this has
all
been
they
a
are to
long
him.
time
Shown
fucking
here.
coming.
And a blowjob machine, but we'll get to that later.
This is how he treated both of us. Our friends saw it, my family saw it, and I'm glad I'm out. Pink attached 2 plane tickets from June 2022 of Cruz flying to meet Tectone, who later dated Freem. This is important because it proves that Freem did not meet Cruz until well after the car clip of Tectone acting like an abusive towards Freem.
Fucking
Proves
burn
that
it all
Tectone lied to
down.
Pink and his audience
Fucking
about his
burn it
behavior
all
because Pink
down.
cheated on it. He is a liar.
Keep this in mind. This is the day he caught her and Cruz cuddling on the couch and realized they were she was cheating on him with Cruz, his assistant.
He lied. She didn't meet Cruz till a month later, but he manipulated her into thinking that it was then.
Tectone would go live the next day. Of course, not to address anything specific about him lying or the timeline of events. This is typically what he does, but to talk in vagaries and try to manipulate his audience.
And then one of that posse decides to go to the dark side because they're too to realize how good they had it with the main group. People
Remember
who
this
know
clip of
what
how
I'm
it went,
talking
how
about
it
know
went
what I'm
viral
talking about. If you don't, it's fine. There's all
The signs were there. It's not that this guy played Genshin Impact and he's a fucking loser. This guy wore tank tops like this every day, and he has no muscle mass. Like, you're not buff, and you're not good looking. Why did we ever think this guy was, like, anything in our life, Chad? Like, this is the cringiest shit in the world. Like, you're nothing. You have no muscle mass anywhere on your body. Why did we ever take this guy for anything?
good. I'm not the person who keeps saying like, oh man, I'm going to keep talking about it. Why are you talking about it? I'm going to keep talking about it. And I'm letting you guys know, for all you guys who know what I'm talking about, just know that person.
I used to look up to him. Listen, I'm glad that you got out. I'm glad that you were understanding that the truth of this guy, and I'm glad you got out. And it sucks because I have a lot of people that said that I used to watch him and I used to watch him for me. You know what? I understand that you're leaving. Maybe you didn't get the full context, but I'm glad there's a lot of people that are seeing my side of the truth now and realizing that the people that attacked me have crazy secrets, and that's why they attacked me.
That's right.
They're trying to bring me down to hide their own shit.
Keep talking about it till the end of time. So we'll probably be going over this about 80,000 more times. And it's gonna be weird as shit. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna keep being weird as shit, okay?
Oh,
It's
I'm
gonna keep being
enjoying
weird as
this shit.
It's gonna keep being weird as shit.
He's poisoning the well here, almost as if he knows something else is coming.
Yep.
Oh, it's gonna keep being weird, guys. I can't say the person's name or even talk about the specific allegations being made. It's just so weird.
And it's just gonna be over and over and over and over and over again. And
Yeah, I used to watch him back in Genshin. He is crap. Doesn't like the entire Genshin community hate him? Like, didn't they all hate him
all
anyway?
the gotcha game people fucking
Right?
hate him
They all
because he
hated
does
him.
nothing but shit
guys,
on
I'm gonna let you
everything
guys know
and
this.
adds no value.
He
He doesn't
here's
even
the
give
plot twist,
good
guys. Here's the
critiques of the
plot twist.
fucking game. He takes shit from
I've
other
done nothing
people
wrong
and just
at all.
regurgitates it.
Oh my God, brother. Oh my God. You've done nothing wrong. That's the plot twist. That's the plot twist. Wow. You know, my biggest flaw in when I went live is that I admitted I did wrong. It's the biggest flaw I ever did. Because people twisted that and said, oh, so you admitted to everything. No, I didn't. I admitted that I was a shitty boyfriend. I admitted that I was controlling on what she was wearing sometimes because I didn't like the fact that she was constantly putting out stuff that bothered me when we had a very, we had serious talks about the fact that it made me uncomfortable. And they twisted all of that to make it seem like those were things I said and I meant that I sexually assaulted her, abused her, and stalked her. When I never admitted to any of that. I never admitted to anything. Like that was serious. I meant it being basically a shitty boyfriend. When Tectone straight up just admitted that he didn't do anything to anyone ever and that he's never been shitty to a girl that's getting an NDA on him because it's so bad, and another woman that is claiming that he is abusive. Two women that you dated.
Two women that he's fucking dated, bro.
Said you were abusive, buddy. Two. And you were.
And then one you
Pretty sure,
settled, and then the other one you just fucking
that's it.
lost. So who's the liar?
Wow, what a
You?
shock. The guy who weaponized his now ex-girlfriend against his ex-wife.
Bro, thank you guys for all the follows. We are getting more follows in the stream than we are people typing. That's how much we are, like, people are waking up and realizing shit. And I think it's also how much people hate Tectone. I appreciate all the follows. It's fucking, like, literally, this is insane. It's fucking
Rip
going
this
off
nigga a new
nonstop. I really do
asshole.
appreciate it.
He
I
fucking
appreciate people
needs it.
waking up, and I appreciate fucking hating Tectone. I think the internet can come together to hate Tectone. I really do. I think it's a very fun time.
police charges, lies, and smears, is now somehow totally innocent of any wrongdoing whatsoever.
If anybody asks, did Techie do anything weird? Did he do this
Yes.
thing? Did he do that
Yes, you
thing?
did.
No.
You
It's funny
did
that
shit
prior
weird.
to any
You're a
of the
fucking
serious
weird,
allegations
freaky
becoming
nigga.
public,
Just like
Tectone
your
is already
dad.
priming his audience, telling them, hey, if you hear
Yep.
anything weird about me, don't believe it.
Yep.
I mean, these people, there's people that are out of control right now. And aren't I so kind by not even saying their name? Because I am trying.
Kappa! Wait till how many times he mentions Pink Chew over the years and says shit about her and says that she's a fucking lying, manipulative bitch. Wait. Just wait how many times he mentions her.
Trying so hard.
I wonder
to keep
how
things-
Asmund
When
gonna
all she
defend
did
this
was
shit.
tweet on her alt account one time she tweeted on her alt account. She didn't publicly attack him like crazy. She didn't publicly go after him, his narrative, and try to destroy his life. She tweeted about him one time, and she didn't even say his name.
cordial, but holy, I am trying so hard to keep it cordial. I am trying so hard not even to bring up their name.
Right.
Like I had it removed from my chat.
He's just the best guy ever. He banned his ex's name.
Here's the thing. If you're going to go live and you're going to talk about your ex and if she has some allegations about you, I think it's totally fair for you to go
Niggas
live and
left
defend
Asmund
yourself.
stream to do
I think it's
this
ridiculous
shit.
to have the idea that you should not be able to defend yourself if you have nothing to hide. I talk about my court case with Emmy all the time because, yeah, I kind of have to. It's my job to defend myself. Otherwise, I'd just be sitting here playing fucking Viva Pinata to 500 viewers as everyone thinks that I fucking did terrible things. You have to defend yourself. But Tectone wouldn't defend himself. Tectone would just call her a whore.
Him in chat refuses to
Yeah,
say her name
that's
because
his
she's
usual
safe.
excuse.
It's not because he wants to respond to this in a totally disingenuous way.
Like, oh my God, it's off. Jeez.
Now he's doing the whole
Banned.
Christian
Banned.
get
The worst thing
riff
is I'm
shit.
trying to protect this
Yeah, okay.
person, but they
That'll
keep-
last
I'm
fucking
trying to
like
protect this
4
person.
months.
Interesting.
And then this person knows my dad has cancer. Like, just off.
You guys have to understand, he's actually trying to
First time I'm going to clap for cancer. Let's get a W for cancer for taking Tectone's dad.
protect his ex.
Ooh.
She's attacking him while his father has cancer. This
Ooh.
more manipulative bull.
And it's my reputation for years. The amount of people that have me, that I have in turn protected
You
This is
fucking
so weird.
idiot.
and kept their
You fucking idiot. She lied for you. And then when you fucked her life up, you just call her a whore. By the way, you dated her. So, like, you dated an OnlyFans model. And then you fucking do this right-wing grift now like it matters. Bro, you're a fucking joke.
Tone. Currently, he's dealing with relationship drama. So why did it jump to being canceled?
I mean, Jesus Christ. It's
I love you, Pink. I love you, Pink.
just too much.
Notice how she doesn't even talk about it. Notice how she doesn't even say a word that she won. Notice how no one would know about this. She kept silent. She kept silent.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Notice
bro.
that? She just said today was a happy day. She's letting the... She just... You want to know why? Because she knows no one would listen to her because she has an OnlyFans. She knows that if she says anything, it'll make it worse.
Today is
So
a happy
she just
day.
says today is a happy day. And lets the internet
Today is a
figure
happy
itself
day.
out.
Niggas eating
Much, man.
good.
It's like every day, all these mother...
That was yesterday? I know. And what happened yesterday?
Keep my name out their mouth, and I do them a service of never even mentioning their name to not exacerbate the issue. But I swear to God, one of my closest friends coming out, they think that shit...
I hope she doesn't mind that you exposed it all.
Hell no! Jesus, these people are so fucking pathetic. I am going
You think that she wants Tectone to not... people to not know the truth?
What do you think? Give him an idea.
to move on. And the worst thing is, you swore you would never do this to me. Because I even told you when we started this that I'm horrified of another person who I tried to take care of trying to me again.
You can tell how freaked out he is. And this is
Yeah.
prior to
Look,
any of
bro,
this
Yeah,
this
freaked
is
out.
like
becoming
this is
public
like
by
some
Pink. He's
manipulative
directly referring
shit,
to
bro.
Pink screwing him over. He knows what's coming. And the crazy thing is, it's so vague that nobody in the public knew any of the accusations Freem made. So he's directly talking to Pink preemptively months before Pink made any of the allegations public. And none
So
of the
he
people
was-
have context of
He was
what he's referring
internally
to until
snitching on
now.
himself.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah.
The people who I help the most always f me over. And you know what's crazy? And you see the people in my
So
chat.
you
and
mean
see
to
it
tell
asking who,
me?
and guess what? I'm still not.
Wait, whoa. If she wasn't talking about you, you was internally snitching on yourself. You were telling you were talking about the shit. You made it real. You made the shit come to life. Yo, you can't be this fucking stupid.
That he keeps receipts of everything, and I want you to remember this in 1 hour.
It's important to remember that as this escalates throughout, Tectone threatens to leak things which he says will prove his innocence on several occasions, but he never does. He never
keeps
posts
saying
anything.
it. He kept saying it. He kept saying it. And he kept saying it. And nothing ever fucking came.
Quote, how are you supposed to feel if a guy is abusive and makes you cry, then shoves your head into his crotch and demands you suck him off, and his excuse is, emotion just turns me on when you cry.
What? That's fucking freak weirdo behavior.
Assault. That is real sexual assault. That is sexual assault.
Yeah, that by definition
is
is sexual assault. Jesus.
And people won't talk about this, but they'll talk about mine for days and say I'm a terrible human being.
All right, listen, I'm gonna have to take some of what I said back, cause he a freaky ass nigga for real.
That is sexual assault.
He's a freaky ass nigga for real.
I don't. I really don't.
Like, Tectone is a freaky ass nigga. Yo.
Or when you're asking that you don't feel comfortable doing something sexual and he records you and demands you stop making faces and pretend you like it.
Did I ever have accusations like that? Did I ever have anything close to that? No.
Pause, but in the text
to my knowledge, your shit wasn't that
she does
bad.
ask him to delete any sexual
it was still
videos
sexual assault, but it wasn't that motherfucking bad.
Woo-hoo. Yep. I threw a temper tantrum. I got upset. I slammed the door a couple times, like no one else has. And what else? I threw a temper tantrum. I read the room wrong, and I opened the door at a party, and she was there. Sorry. Whoops.
Yeah, so you don't know if it's consensual, obviously. Felt it was worth pointing out.
And again, if you can delete any sexual thing you have of me, I would appreciate that. So in text, she's asking Tectone to delete anything sexual.
Or you say you don't want to do it anymore, and he shoves your head down till you throw up. Guilt trips you into giving and says, do your job, you don't pay rent.
Could someone find the clip of Pink or Tectone saying that calling her a blowjob machine? Could someone find it? It's a literal clip out there of Tectone saying that she is just a blowjob machine.
What the fuck?
So you owe me. And all you
Yo,
can do
this
is sleep
nigga built a
upstairs 'cause you know
case.
what
He's
going
building
to-
a
Oh, no,
case.
yeah, I threw my phone on the bed and it bounced and hit her in the eye. Which then there's multiple proven things of Emmy in small streamers' chats saying that it was just a bad mistake and it's a funny story. But then she 2.5 years later tells people that it's bad.
Telling you to do. He doesn't touch you, doesn't have sex with you, just keeps you around as a
Now I'm called an abuser.
Machine and degrades you.
Now, me personally, I'm going to just keep it 100%. It will never not be the hottest thing ever when a thick female has a dick in their mouth. I will never need anything more than that. And it's just like, wow, bro, look at this human vacuum cleaner.
Makes you feel ugly. Don't wear baggy clothes. Straighten your hair. At least wear eyeliner around the house. Your self-worth totally crushed. I hate that people warned me. I didn't listen because I was so manipulated. I hate that I was lied to when another girl who went through worse was trying to come forward.
Went through worse, by the way. Wait till you hear the court shit, okay?
Remember the stream Pink did where she...
And I want to see all these fucking people, like this guy on Twitter. Where was he? Where's this guy?
Where's where's that fucking loser, Chibi? Where's that fucking loser?
Now we're good. This leaks I was talking to Belle Delphine. We're good.
Oh, he's talking about Chibi. He's talking about Chibi.
Tectone's ex-wife.
She was going to do something much worse.
I have nothing.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. This shit crazy. I'm loving this shit,
so
bro.
bad it would have ruined.
I'm loving it.
Let me just make sure that there's nothing.
I'm loving this shit.
No. Nope.
They don't make them like this no more.
Nothing.
The exposes,
All
baby.
of our lives. I'm not going to say what it was that she was doing, but it was so horrific. It would have.
What's on your notepad? You will see what's on my notepad today.
All of our lives.
Freem was originally going to go public with allegations of abuse against Tectone. This is why Tectone had Pink go nuclear on Freem and accuse her of revenge and file a police report. This would lead to lawsuits involving Freem and Pink Pink. Many of the claims Tectone was making that Pink would parrot were determined to be false, and the case would be settled after the determination in Freem's favor. Now, another settlement outside of this lawsuit.
In Freem's favor. I want you to remember that. It was in Freem's favor. The case. It was in Freem's favor, which means they found what he did to be right, and they settled outside of court. Okay? They settled outside of court, and it was in Freem's favor. That's how bad it was. And she signed an NDA. I wish she fucking didn't, but she did it, and I don't know. She did. She didn't want to deal with it. Maybe she just wanted the money to move on because she knew that Tectone was just going to keep harassing her.
You're just going to keep talking about her.
I don't know, but yes, it was an abusive relationship on Tectone, and she signed an NDA, took money, and left.
It happened between Tectone and...
So because of that, Freem did that. Tectone was still on the loose to do this to another girl and continue doing this for the rest of his life. And that's why I'm proud of Pink Chu for standing up for herself. We'll keep going.
Freem. I believe in Freem's favor.
Didn't you loan this guy money? Yes, I loaned him $300,000 4 years ago when I didn't know the guy. None of us knew him, and he was only around for a month or two.
To both Freem and Tech being placed under NDA. So Freem wasn't ever able to go public with her allegations against Tectone.
During that call, Tectone and Pink Chu learned that Freem had a Google Doc that she was planning to release to the public. The Google Doc claimed that multiple people, Bay, Cuco, and Chance Soda Pop and Morris, were aware of the alleged conduct and that Freem was planning to release it until it lets Tectone and his attorneys acquiesce to Freem's demands.
Soda Poppin'? Who
Damn.
else?
So Chance knew, Cuco and Vebe knew that Freem was abused. According to Freem.
And these niggas ain't say nothing?
Damn, I didn't even know that. Honestly, I literally didn't know that. After hearing these serious and false allegations from Pink Chu, Tectone freaked out in disbelief and called Cuco to tell the truth surrounding the entire situation. Wait, so Cuco explains that her understanding of the dispute between Freem and Tectone relates to a serious and false allegation against Tectone. Pink Chu reached out to Cuco because Cuco had promised to issue a public apology to Pink Chu. However, Cuco explains that her understanding of the dispute between Freem and Tectone relates to a serious and false allegation against Tectone.
A false allegation.
After hearing about these serious false allegations from Pink Chu, Tectone freaked out in disbelief and called Cuco to tell her the truth surrounding the entire time. During that call, Tectone and Pink Chu learned that
you don't have any
Google
context for
Doc
what's
that she was
going
planning
on
to release to the public. The Google Doc claims that multiple people, Bebe, Cuco, and Soda Poppin' were aware of the...
Tectone has... If you must know, Tectone was secretly in love with Emmy. Hated this dude for years. That's the first part. He lost... Tectone had some sexual assault stuff that was... up in the air between both of the wives that he had. He settled out of court with the other one, gave the first wife money. He lost this one. He had 5 lawyers. They all lost to 1. So when this is happening because Anaru, when Anaru shit was going on, Tectone was the first person to latch on to it and fucking drag his name through the mud, even though I made my video and everybody else made their videos. So what happened is he waited for months for this court case to come about. Now he's trying to prove without a shadow of a doubt that Tectone is a sexual deviant. And he's way monstrous to women than he ever was to Anaru. That is the best I can do.
Cuco defended Tectone. She did. Cuco explains that her understanding of the dispute was between Freem and Tectone relates to a serious and false allegation against Tectone. Interesting.
But there will be more evidence shortly that they were very similar to Pink's. Me and her are good now.
Now, I will say this. Tectone is a very manipulative guy and good at lying. Maybe he lied and manipulated Cuco somehow to the point where Cuco believed him over Freem. I don't really know the story.
But I should have listened. When you're in it, you feel blind to reason. I see some comments that are worried. I just want to let you all know I am out and have been at my own place and am safe.
And there's a lot more.
Wait, you didn't ask him to marry you?
If you're still here,
taking it one day
if you want, I can get into VC and I can explain almost everything.
Today I feel like gonna be real. And I'm gonna address this right now because this is not content for me. I mainly just want my mods to hear this because I know a lot of my mods know about this. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. This ain't funny. This ain't cute. I can no longer help someone who is this stupid. I can no longer try to protect someone that is this stupid. Who would
You mean the girl that you got to lie for you? So you weren't really protecting her. You were just setting her up to take the fall. So whenever she betrayed you, people wouldn't believe her.
You with everything.
Oh
I
my
fixed
God.
everything for you.
Oh
I was there
my
for you
God.
like nobody else was there for you in your whole life. Your words, not mine. The fact that you're letting these people get into your ear, people, the same people who are talking behind my back illegally, by the way, the same people
Illegally?
who placed me
What do you
under
mean?
an NDA.
What
where I cannot
do
talk
you
about
mean by
them.
that?
I know they're talking to you right now.
What do you
behind the
mean by
scenes,
that?
And they're getting you to believe in bull, letting them get in your head and make you imagine problems that never happened.
This is such an insane explanation. His ex-wife manipulated her to create all of the things Pink talked about. Does that sound logical?
And it's insane how these things that have happened in your own mind, you are now coming at me, and this just isn't cute. So I am going to leave it at this. My lawyer is going to be contacting your lawyer, the same lawyer that I helped you get because you were scared. I'm not fucking around.
He got her the lawyer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Pink was scared of a woman
he
that
got
she
her-
self-admittedly had
wait,
never
wait.
even met.
He
or
got her the
spoken to.
lawyer?
Obviously, everything that she knew
He
was coming
paid
from
for his
Tectone.
own
Just look at a
downfall?
portion of the lawsuit.
He
Pink filed against
gave
Freeman,
her
and
the
you tell
best
me,
lawyer in the
on
game?
August 18th, 2022, Tectone
When I
hosted
mean
a
the
live
best
stream where
lawyer
he
in
went
the
on a
game,
real-life
her
adventure, visiting
lawyer,
several
one
anime
lawyer,
shops and attending
beat
an elaborate
5
and expensive
other
sushi
lawyers.
dinner. On the same day, Freem was extremely jealous of Tectone's adventure and was pouting in her office. Noticing Freem, Kurzum suggested they go out on their own adventure. Freem was excited by the prospect of going on a date with her crush, Kurzum, and agreed. Freem decided to impress Kurzum and put on her hottest outfit, a 2002 era Kim Possible look with turtleneck and cargo pants.
Why the fuck is that known, bro? What the fuck is wrong with Tectone? Bro, that's the only way that they would know that is if Tectone told her those exact things. Because it's not like Pink Chew was around back then. The only one that was in the house was Tectone. What the fuck is wrong? Why would he remember that? Why would he?
She also made sure that her hair and makeup were perfect. Spence mentioned that Tectone
This
was
is the
intimidated
same
because
dude that
Tectone was
grabbed his
larger
fucking
and louder
gun
than
where
Spence,
when people
which was
were
extremely
actually
rare.
accidentally walked up on his
Freeman
front, bro.
responded that Spence shouldn't be intimidated by Tectone because he has a micro.
I'm gonna let you know something, chat. There are some signs today that show he has a micro penis.
Hell yeah.
I'm letting you know.
Damn, bro.
I didn't know this was going to be said. You will hear some signs of him having a micro penis. Tectone has a micro penis.
Oh, no wonder
Doesn't it
why
make
he's
a lot
so
more sense?
angry. Why he's so
Microtone.
angry and full of hate.
Yes. I'm not kidding you. Keep in mind, this is not someone saying this behind their backs. This is not someone saying something publicly to piss them off.
Yo, and
this
it's
is
going
legal
up.
documentation
People are
that she
leaving
is willing to
Asmon's
say under
stream
oath
to
or at
watch
least
this shit.
The lawyer talk of Tectone. Unprovoked Freeman responded that Spash shouldn't be intimidated by Tectone because he has a micro penis. Isn't that crazy? Like, that is in documents. I've never seen this side of Miz because no one ever let me have it. Because I'm an idiot. I let people walk all over me thinking that people understand. And I've realized that people don't really understand. People listen to retards all day, so they should listen to another retard, which could be me, right? Like, I'm not going to let people walk all over me like I've done for years. I let Tectone talk shit about me for years and a half.
Imagine.
But I also knew that
Imagine.
this was coming. I knew that.
Imagine having a nigga talk about you for years, hating on you because you dated a girl that he liked. Secretly hating, plotting, and the second you get fucked over, he starts shitting on you and start talking about not liking you. And you gave this nigga money. Bro, it must feel good to be... listen, it must feel good to be this nigga right now. Because,
I've realized that people don't really understand.
Because
people
not
listen
be
to
me.
retards all day, so they should listen to another retard, which could be me, right?
Could not be me. Could not be me. Couldn't sit there,
but I can't
let a
sit
nigga
here
hate me
and
for
hear
all
your
that
dumb
shit. And I gave him money?
Which I thought you were medicated for. I guess
The
not.
move where I
Schizo
am, because he was a part of my
repeatedly,
group?
Repeatedly,
Nah.
repeatedly.
My ex-wife and
Couldn't be
ex-girlfriend
me.
are crazy. And he says, schizo out. You will hear more about this shit and realize what lies and how he deflects everything he says onto these girls.
So enjoy. My lawyer will be contacting your lawyer, and we're going to shut this down right now because this is ridiculous. I tried to be cordial. I tried to be nice. I tried to be happy. I tried to help you. And that's the way that you're going to repay me? Great. Check your phone messages.
I would love to see what any of these viewers think of Tectone. I really would. Like, do you really think this guy is all that? Do you really think he's so fucking cool?
We're hearing from my lawyer very soon. I assist everybody that I know.
I stopped watching his content because he started to get a little bit fucking race baity. I stopped that shit,
and
it started to make me fucking mad.
I'm done being the good guy.
The next day, Tectone would post a response on Twitter as well, giving Pink 2 weeks to apologize and retract her statements, or he will pursue legal alternatives. He also proclaims that he was a victim of assault as well, which is not a good response to SA allegations. Be the abusive rape if I'm the
You triggered my card.
Next day, Titnetic on Twitter makes this post, which I find pretty interesting. Quote, it's pretty damning that 2 women I was very close to told me the exact same story about the same man without ever having spoken to one another.
I heard the same thing from Freem.
Yo, that's crazy.
I heard the same thing.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. And this is why people should be checking this shit. If you have everyone saying the same story, and you have one motherfucker sitting there and he's not saying the same story, he's constantly making shit up, who's the fucking liar?
Just wait.
To the last detail, going back years before they ever even knew the other woman existed. The same gaslight.
It's kind of hard to fuck a micro penis just saying. I'm gonna pin this. Mods,
yo, that's
pin
crazy.
that comment. Just wait until I bring out what's going on.
These niggas are wild, bro. These niggas in his chat is wild.
Without a micro penis. With a micro penis. It is very tough to fuck with a micro penis.
It is fucking wild, bro.
I'm telling you, this story is crazy.
I'm gonna turn off the PlayStation, bro.
Manipulative,
I'm into this shit.
Pink
then hearts this tweet, which
I'm gonna turn this shit off,
has
man.
to do with her, and the other person was obviously Freem, who was going to come out with allegations before something happened and NDAs were signed, maybe a payout, possibly. Tectone would also announce what he called his resignation.
God, bro, I feel so bad for the girls online, man. Didn't you say don't leave me alone on the island with Emmy because you know what's gonna happen? Did I say that? Did I say that? No, I might have said that with Emmy. The thing is, anything I say on stream.
What do you mean by that?
I'm gonna be completely honest.
Happen. What you mean by that?
So why not just apologize for being weird and move on? I wasn't weird.
Is a micro peen smaller than 3 inches?
I personally think OTK were
that's
well
crazy.
aware of his ex-wife's allegations, so this would have been the second go-around with abuse allegations, except this time they became public. Tectone actually tries to pass off that his contract was up, and he chose not to renew.
Let me explain to you.
He tried to say and claim that he left because of that. We kicked him out because of the allegations. We didn't kick him out because his contract was up. He just completely lied.
Why I left OTK. Why I resigned from OTK. The reason why I resigned from OTK. Why I did not sorry, I'm very tired. Why I did not renew my contract with OTK that expired on November 1st, 2024.
What is a micro?
I'm so glad I listened to that dude when he was talking to me about Tectone. Bro, when that man was talking to me about Tectone, bro, and he told me that everything this dude was saying was a fucking lie. Yo, I'm so fucking, because after that, it was like the fucking walls. It was like the fucking breaking of fucking glass. And I was able to see through all the bullshit he was saying. And then I realized this guy's a fucking idiot.
Wait, look at this. Ready? This is what he's still messaging the guy, by the way. He's still messaging the guy. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. He's messaging me. Look at this. All I did was I told him to send everything you got there. And then I just responded to him the fact that LSF has obviously bought it. I'm not talking to him. He's sending everything to my lawyer. He was sending me tons of stuff. He sent me like weeks
Nah,
of shit.
Dude, 2 inches is still
Who
pretty big,
cares?
Sag.
Like,
Yo,
who gives a fuck
why
that I
is everybody
sent
talking
that
about
is
dick
a
sizes in
4chan
this
guy
chat, bro?
who's sending me information? Who gives a fuck? Do you guys care that some guy is... It's not just about Emmy. That's the thing. He's like, it's an Emeru schizo. Dude, this guy is sending me things about everybody. Everyone. Like, he's sending me everything that 4chan says. It's not just about Emmy. At all. And how do they know this guy's a schizo? His name is... Like, for this... How do you possibly know that? We got you, bro. I know. It's just so... Oh, 40 likes in 3 minutes, by the way. 40 likes in 3 minutes, by the way. Not brigaded. 54 likes in 5 minutes. Not brigaded, by the way. Not
Bro, tell me
completely
Hassan-
botted.
Never mind.
He's going to try to have this
probably
massively
focus on
downloaded
the
too.
ice shooting, and that was pretty crazy. I can't believe I saw that uncut. That shit fucked me up.
I guess, Sag.
After I saw it, I had to
Look at
take
this.
a few minutes.
Oh, nice try, fucker. They're finally realizing that you just you're botting everything. Good job, LSF. Finally, fucking people are doing it. Good. Good. They're finally realizing this shit's botted the shit. In 5 minutes, it had 90 upvotes. Thank you. Dude, things are finally changing for us, chat. It's fucking insane how brigaded my drama was to LSF. It was brigaded to shit. The fucking clip of me with Emmy with the cheese, why the fuck does that have to do with anything? Me yelling at Cinna years ago, why the fuck did that have to do with anything? No, it didn't. None of it had to do with it. It was upvote brigaded to shit to make me look as bad as possible, to ruin my life. To ruin my life and to make you guys sheep mentality thinking I'm a terrible person. The cheese clip was bad. Look, it was bad. And it was stupid of me to get in there. I was mad because I thought she was going to clean up, and it's my bad, and I'm stupid for that. And it was dumb as fuck for me to do. I was in a bad mood. I was angry at her,
My fellow
and it was dumb.
Americans, let us pray.
Am I a monster for it? No, I'm not. It's something that you could say I'm sorry for, and that's about it. Like, holy crap, it's cheese from 2 years ago, dude. Admitting again, I'm willing to admit when I did wrong. But that's not abuse, bro. You think me saying and holding the cheese up and saying that is abuse? Cinna was absolutely farming. Yes,
Bro,
it was
you
me.
should've just
When I
set the
yelled at her, it was
you should've
absolutely
just put
farming.
that cheese
Bro, there
in
was a
the
clip of me
fucking
with
trash.
Jason the Wing when
If
I
it was
walked
old,
out of the
just throw
room.
it in the trash.
And people were like, W Jason. Dude, I was farming the chat. I was farming the chat. Like I always do. Anyway, microtone.
Yo, how old is Chompy? Yo.
5, bro. 5.
Why I chose to not renew with OTK is because it gave me a weakness. And I realize I really don't like having weaknesses.
Yeah, sure. It was just a cosmic coincidence. It happened
Mhm.
directly after Pink's allegations
Sure.
became public.
Yep.
Screw it. I'll count this one.
Are you calling me a liar?
That's a lie.
Pressure would mount until Tectone decided to go live on the 24th and make the single worst response to allegations I have ever seen in my time online.
I think that the biggest, worst response to allegations now goes specifically to Lakari. I don't think anyone can and will have a worse response to allegations than Lakari did. I just don't think it'll ever happen
But the
again.
ukulele
That
reigns
5-hour
supreme.
stream of mine was so wild. I still can't believe that was a reality.
We are going to talk about everything. However, in regards to a specific situation, I am
I
only
cannot
going
believe
to give
this
you
shit.
the tip of the iceberg.
I'm living the day.
Because the rest, I am going to hold until I need to say it.
Now would probably be a good time to talk about maybe a little bit more than 5% Tectone. Actually provide receipts or talk about the situation.
No, it's just a classic deflection of I'm just going to wait till the lawyers talk for these guys. If they have nothing to hide,
Micro tip of the iceberg.
if they have nothing to hide and they have their big audiences to go back on, why don't you just talk about it and show the receipts?
Microtech.
Oh, it's because we're just going to wait till the lawyers talk. Yeah, because you're just trying to wait and stall out you possibly can for anyone to care about the story. That's why you wait. That's why you do that.
More in depth, considering your last 2 girlfriends appear to be calling you a rape.
I want to let you guys know one thing. I am not going to tell you
Bro, you know what this is? And I know why. I know why he likes Berserk. Okay? He doesn't like Berserk for the fucking sheer story, the great characters. He likes it because of the grape. Of the grape. Of the stuff that makes that story dark. And that's why he likes it. Of the grape. Okay? Jesus Christ. And like it sucks because weirdos like this fucking guy makes the fan base of Berserk look fucking crazy, dude.
Your last two girlfriends appear to be calling you a rape.
I want to let you guys know one thing. I am not going to tell you a single lie this entire stream. At least I'm gonna try not to. And you know what's crazy? Oh, and guys, in case you don't know what the allegations are, let's just get them out of the way. I have been accused by my ex-girlfriend of being
Right there, I would just walk out of that room and be like, "What do you mean you're not going to try to lie? What?"
being
Yeah, I don't
abusive,
understand that. What do you mean by try to
mentally
lie?
abusive, and potential. I've been accused of all those things. And before, there's a guy in chat who's saying, again, this isn't an again thing. This is a one-time thing.
It's not. Literally right.
It's not. He did it. He did it. This is more than once.
Is
So it's
pink.
twice.
You understand why I would not have sex with you. As a victim of assault and
That's not why.
myself,
Why do you think he couldn't have sex with her, chap?
I had trauma when it came to having sex.
I wonder why.
This is a known fact. I have told you this from day one. I've also said if you can't handle it, it is what it is. I don't want to apologize for being
Isn't this
and
crazy?
being scared.
So this isn't a big secret, but a context you should probably have is that this was the case for the majority of the 10 years with Freem and 2 with Pink, which corroborates
taking
Pink's
the Israeli
allegations, the
victim
type
line
of physical
tech.
relationship that was had. Tectone attempts to offer this as an explanation,
Yo,
but it
what
really
is
just
up with the chat,
illustrates
bro? I
how
want to bot like
disordered he
that.
is.
Now, I would like everybody to know, over the course of the past 4 months, I have since gotten over that.
Well, that's a bit convenient.
Of course. He's gotten over it.
Romantic do is crazy.
The demon is a liar.
A liar.
That liar.
So, I would say talking about things is good.
Tectone addresses Pink's post and provides only a single receipt, which in his mind is going to clear the entire debacle up. Must be pretty damning. Let's take a look.
Guilt trips you into giving
We call what
jobs and
Tectone
says,
has the
do
2-inch
your
pinch.
job, you don't
The
pay rent. I
2-inch
took you to a
pinch.
water park.
Yo, these
so you
niggas
owe
are
me.
violent.
You implied that I was paying you to suck my. That is not true. You know that's not true. What you would do is you would go upstairs, you would record your OnlyFans, and then you would beg me to suck my dick. You say that I would say, do your job, you don't pay rent. This is factually untrue.
He says OnlyFans because he wants people to degrade her.
Here is you paying rent, not one time, but multiple times. That is you paying rent. And now what you might be
Now you know that wasn't rent.
thinking is, oh, well, well, then if you're not happy with my
See what I've been sitting on for a long time, chat?
word, allow me to show you your own. My trauma
It makes
with
me feel
Tectone.
bad.
I have been
It makes me
Tectone's
feel bad that
roommate
you was
for
sitting
a
on
year
this.
now, and I can say he is one of the most understanding, kindest persons I have ever met. And contrary to popular belief, I do pay rent. Lamau.
Total Tectone victory. He
Yep.
did it. She paid rent.
Yep.
She was lying, right? Only there's one big tech dope issue.
She never said that she never paid rent. She said that Tectone told her that since you don't pay rent, you have to pay me back in these other ways.
Yes.
And then we literally saw a video of him doing exactly
So it's
that.
fucking bullshit.
She never said that she never paid rent. She said that he said she never paid rent.
Is that the garbage has not been taken out in
All
7
this makes
days.
chat realize
It's Pink's
is that a lot of
responsibility.
streamers
The reality
are
is that she's in
mentally
my
ill
house
and
role
need
playing as a
professional help.
goth Hooters orderer, waitress. And honestly, it's really annoying because the reality is she doesn't pay rent. The reality is she doesn't pay rent.
Nice job, Tectone, you fucking retard.
She's not doing her responsibilities, and she needs
You
to do
fucking loser.
hang on a
Nigga
minute.
get
I wonder what
banged
those
by your
Venmo
own fucking
numbers were
words.
for. I wonder what that money was for, chat. Interesting.
Isn't it?
Garbage is
Bro. Oh, dude, that is very deceptive on his part.
It actually
It is.
bears belief. The only
Miz went
point
from El Kiev to Mastermind Kiev.
Keep in
It's
mind,
beautiful.
chat, I have a date tonight with a doctor.
Tectone makes to address and fight against these accusations, he just straight up lies about. As he
Yo,
clearly states there,
that's
The reality is
crazy.
she doesn't pay rent.
this was one of the things I actually asked Tectone about, and surprise, surprise, he refused to answer.
Knew you were lying.
And I wish she would understand. If she would just delete the post and apologize, all of this would go away and things would go back to normal.
It's funny how Tectone says delete posts when Tectone's going to have to delete a lot of things of this weekend.
Will you tweet out the proof? I will at a certain point.
He never does.
I will at a certain point. I really, truly hope that you guys believe everything that is that I said.
Wait, hold on.
If you
You're dating
didn't,
a doctor? When were you going to tell
I'll
us?
provide proof later.
Wait till you see his proof in court, chat. It's hilarious.
Bro, they just keep on doing the doctor bit, bro. It's so fucking
obviously
funny,
without proof,
dude.
nobody knows what actually happened. But it's like, dude, this guy's only receipt was him being
Mizkif,
totally
you're a piece of
deceptive
shit,
and
bro.
straight up lying, caught
But
in 4K.
this is
And here's
good
the thing,
content, bro. This is fucking good content,
it's not
man.
even on him to provide proof.
I'm gonna give you that.
But he said he had it and will provide it, and just never does, as things get increasingly worse.
Instead, what he does is he tweets about Hassan shocking his dog for 2.5 months straight.
How does this make any sense? How am I not supposed to see this as incredibly suspicious? Literally, him never talking about the allegations would have been better. Worst response ever.
LSF is a miserable place. And I know that now that I have shown proof with receipts that I am cleared of all wrongdoing.
Oh my god, bro. He didn't even show anything. He showed nothing besides the fact that he's like, bro, it's crazy.
If you were
In
cleared of
January
all
2025, Pink would state that Freem never actually had revenge porn for her. She was lied to and used as a pawn to defame someone that didn't deserve the hate.
Yep.
That her and Freem had cleared up what really happened, and that any lawsuits/charges wouldn't be pursued, and that most of what was put out was distorted in order to defame Tectone's ex-wife, Freem. On January 15th, Tectone made an
I want to get
announcement
this nigga
basically saying,
$5
"Hey
because I
guys,
give him
I know I said I
$5.
was going
Yo.
to sue Pink, but unfortunately, she knows all the loopholes
I'm
in
loving this
defamation
shit.
cases. Yes, the young OnlyFans girl who sounds like this.
I'm gonna.
Coochie comes out.
Well then, here's a crazy.
Get that
No,
dog
my
to try
sisters
and
are now
troll Hassan,
gamer nerds
Lamau.
and weebs, and I have infected them.
It's a defamation savant. Totally
Look
ruining
at
your
it.
life.
Like,
This makes total
as the
sense.
stream is
No
slowly
question.
going
The
down,
website Law
and this
Shelf
shit is
simply
rising.
states that, quote, for a statement to be considered defamation, it must be about the plaintiff. Even if the statement does not mention him or her by name, it can be actionable on grounds of defamation if a reasonable person would understand the communication as referring to the plaintiff.
Yes.
And seeing as every single person on the internet that knows about this understands that it's being communicated by you, it looks like you're full of shit yet again.
Been lying to me. I'm gonna charge you with perjury.
He also states once again in the face of abuse allegations that it's actually him that was assaulted, and that Pink is actually inhumanely weaponizing assault against the real victim, Tectone. Again, it's just a terrible response regardless of its validity.
I abused women and sexually assault them. One has an NDA on me and made me pay $30,000. The other one is that coming after me. I married one. The other one I dated right after the other one. I basically, for the past 10 years of my life, been a terrible, disgusting human being and vile. My dad is known as the ultimate rapist with the Exodia card of rape allegations. And, you know, I'm just going to say that I've been sexually assaulted, so therefore it's fine.
When facing,
I also have a micro penis. And I only can, I want a blowjob machine. And I won't pleasure my girlfriend. Why?
These accusations.
Because
He
the
also
dick
brings
won't
up the
reach, of
NDA,
course.
but sort of lies about ever
doesn't-
putting anyone under
you know?
for allegations they were going to make.
The fact
Well,
that
we
all
know
of
now
these
for a
streamers
fact
come
Freem was
from
going to come
broken
out with
families
allegations
says a
against
lot about their
Tectone,
character.
and shortly after.
I
Yes,
would like
it
to make
does.
this very clear. I agree. I think broken families really fucks with these people and makes them into retards like Tectone. I don't have a broken family whatsoever. I never did. A lot of my people around me have broken families. Half the OnlyFans I hang out with, they don't have dads. But I will say this, my family, tryhard7's in the chat.
After that, settlement, payout, or something happened, and both parties were put under NDA. 2 weeks later, on January 23rd, Pink would announce that she had contacted the police and reported Tectone. A couple of months after the Pink allegations became public, Tectone got a literal berserk tattoo to represent his struggle. If you don't know about berserk, essentially the main characters
You
get
mean
what is
the-
called a
the
brand
guy
of
who did the
sacrifice,
raping,
where after
got the- I
receiving
mean, the
it, they are doomed
raping
for
fucking
eternity to be pursued
got-
and sacrificed
got
by
the-
demons.
got the-
This
got
guy
the
gets accused
brand?
of abuse and is acting like he is Guts from Berserk, literally.
He gets accused of abuse and sexual assault from one ex, and the other ex was abuse and sexual assault.
Beans.
And he does.
Beans, please tell me you're here. Say something. Put something in chat. because I have to talk to you about this. Seriously.
He's micro gut now.
Micro gut.
He's
branding
micro
himself to
gut
represent
now.
his struggle. It's unbelievable. He's like Guts guys, but instead of fighting demons, he women. Not only
But he has no muscle mass at all. Like, I just stopped wearing. Look at he's trying to like flex his traps, bro.
only this, but what do you think Berserk is famously controversial for? You guessed
What do
it.
you?
Gratuitous
Yes,
amounts of
that's what
SA.
the
I'm
anime
not
is
kidding. This
controversial for.
guy got the anime tattoo after getting accused of it. After he cut off communication with me for the next few days, he started emo posting stuff like this as well, which is hilarious. He's Guts, for real, for real. After being sacrificed, I guess I'll be Boyd.
So such a cringe dude, man. He's so cringe.
And that should bring us to the present.
He acts like a cringe emo kid in like middle school that gets bullied. And he's 31 years old.
And unless you've been living under a rock for the past 6 months, you've probably seen an entire legion of content creators crying about this guy.
You know that Hassan Piker?
Yes, somehow, the man with the small head who kicks a bag worse than any mid-40s woman doing jazzercise has become the face of radical politics and terrorism on the internet. So much so that the feds are now pulling him into back rooms to talk to him about Twitch bans.
For those of you who don't know, I was detained by Customs and Border Patrol. I was tactically ascertained. They're watching. Oh, the feds are watching. They're always watching. Feds are always like this. Okay, now we know for real.
People
I'm not
are
even
so
going to shit
obsessed
on
with taking this guy
Hassan
down,
for
they've
this
actually
one
weaponized the
because
ADL
Hassan hasn't
to
even
go
done
after him.
anything as worse as
But
this guy.
all of us need to call it out. I'm thinking about the New York Times doing a gauzy profile a few weeks ago of this gamer, Hassan Piker. Like, extremists should not be empowered. People who spout prejudice should not be platformed.
Gone are the days of Sam Hyde putting on an Irish accent, talking about hunting him down in his house in California. We've now entered a period where every single day is filled with people clutching pearls and bitching about how the small head man needs to be banned off of Twitch's.
How did Chibi Reviews possibly tweet that the thing about Tectone is not that bad when this video existed? I didn't even know this video existed. How did you possibly tweet that Tectone's not that bad, or like that you're gonna wait and see the court case stuff when this video is so bad already?
Here's the thing. Chibi had his own shit going on. Like something about being doxxed and then motherfuckers going at him. Tectone was there to fucking pick up the pieces, and I guess Chibi did a whole slob on his knob type shit, and then now they became best buds. Now Chibi, not knowing anything about any of this shit, is just gonna take up for him. Like
this tweet while walking my dog in the snow like a retard. I'm posting it to reinforce my statement. There's people trying to use it as gotcha, and I find it hilarious. Yeah, because this is complete bullshit. This dude likes to spread lies, huh? You put 3 dots. Bro, you're so fake. It's such like, keep defending him, bro.
Be subject to everyone crying about this guy. You have to listen to me cry about how repetitive it is. Alleged Weinstein ogre Tectone decided he wanted to get in on the Hassan bad craze by announcing he was leaving Twitch. I am genuinely considering full swapping to YouTube if this terrorist propaganda isn't punished harshly and immediately on Twitch.
Right-wing grift some more.
My brothers,
Why did he go this route? He knows because these communities are so diehard that even Tectone, being a terrible person he is, some of them might stick around even after it because he knows that they're that stupid.
Soldiers did not bleed, sacrifice, and die for this to be allowed and promoted on Twitch. This needs to be changed immediately.
I did not watch my buddies die face down in the muck.
That's
Hassan would
sending
respond, basically
ice
calling
after
Tectone.
people with
But
anime
what happens
profile
next elevates
pictures.
this story to an all-timer.
Apparently, Tectone, as soon as he came after me and talked about his father's like military record or whatever.
Bro, this was so funny.
The internet found out that dad did the same shit that he did.
And victims like Heath Phillips. When he told his commander, his report was ignored. The Department of Defense says
Jesus.
19,000 incidents of assault occurred in 2010 alone. Nearly 90% went unreported.
Biggest photo you see is of Colonel Michael Robertson. He was convicted of 14 accounts of assault.
14
accounts.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, folks.
Hey, you know they got your mans. They got your mans on assault charges. Yeah, you be hanging with. The you be hanging with. And he was your mans. He was your boy. How you grew up with him.
After being embroiled in abuse and allegations for months, Tectone's own father turned out to be possibly the most infamous sex pest in U.S. military.
Not funny. I don't know what his dad has anything to do with it. Involving his parents is retarded. Are you kidding me? What do you mean involving his father? His father's a disgusting human that should die. Like he's a disgusting, gross, fucking vile human. that deserves to die. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. He deserves to die. He's a gross ass, terrible human being. And the reason why people are bringing it up is on its own. No, it's because Tectone constantly was attacking Hassan, saying that Hassan is a rapist. Hassan is this and that. Yet his dad was the biggest rapist ever, and brought him around people and everything else, and let him hang out with his friends and hung out with him all the time and talked to him all the time.
His father was such a that they literally had televised C-SPAN Congress hearings in an attempt to stop.
He never called Hassan that. Tectone,
Like father,
Tectone
like
would
son.
talk about and go on and on about when Hassan went to the brothel. What was it, underage kids or something? Like, that's the big thing people try to say, that he went to a brothel in Amsterdam. Yes. Sorry, I was wrong.
Future assaults by using him as the example.
I rise again today to draw attention to the epidemic in our military of
The brothel was rated for tax evasion, but they've twisted it to be like for minors. I know.
assault. 19,000 women and men each year are or assaulted in the military. This travesty is not being addressed, and I will continue to speak out on this floor until it does. Today, I would like to tell the story of one of the 8% that were prosecuted. The story of Colonel Michael Robertson, who commanded Fort Bliss's 31st Combat Support Hospital at...
When did this all happen? Does anyone remember what time this happened when Hassan got...
I look again,
or this all happened?
and Asman shit just went down again, bro. Down again, bro. His shit is just slipping and going down.
Stop military rap.
No. I mean, not when it came out.
Camp Dwyer,
Was it?
a military
it was during,
base and airfield
it was
in the
during
Helmand River Valley in Afghanistan. Last week, Colonel Robertson was convicted by a military judge
September. Yeah, I was around
of
there.
14 charges, including having on his government computer, harassing 3 women, and assaulting 5 women. 8 women that served under his command testified at great cost to their careers and their privacy. Colonel Robertson routinely touched them without permission on their thighs and buttocks and encouraged them to...
Mind you, by the way, this fucking dude tried to downplay it. All he said, dude, this guy said his dad, all he did was show porn, but they said he assaulted women.
My... And I wonder... I'm probably gonna say that Tectone's dad would come up, especially if this was there.
Harassment occurred daily. Despite repeated warnings, Colonel...
It was on TV. Kids would bully the shit out of him all his life. I wonder. I don't know for sure, but I would probably assume he knew, but I wonder. How would you not know?
Robertson also emailed friends and female subordinates. What makes the defense's answer to all these actions? That all of these jokes and the touching were attempts to boost morale. Colonel Robertson, the majority of assailants are older and of higher rank than their victims. They abuse not only their authority, but also the trust of those they are responsible for protecting. Survivors can email me at stopmilitary@mail.house.gov if they would like to speak out.
This was all part of the creation of the Sexual Assault Training Oversight and Prevention Act, which was created because of Tectone's father. You may be thinking, wow, can't get any more
that
absurd
was
than
2011.
this, right? Well, you would be wrong.
That was...
Tectone regularly would have his father on live streams and podcasts. And what do you think that typically looked like?
Obviously, you're not aware of my first podcast with Techie.
Oh, the one where I showed you. What do you think about that?
Do it again.
The daddy issues?
They all have daddy issues. Well, she has a facial expression as if to say, hey, sailor, I like the little short dress. She looks like she works out.
One of the first things Tectone says to me is like, "What's up, dude? By the way, my 17-year-old father thinks you're hot." And I was like, uh-oh.
First thing he did was he put me into some kind of headset and costume and put me in this AI room.
VR chat.
Am I moving? Oh, my God.
Yeah, so that's chill.
Yeah, but how? Oh, Lord, have mercy. And so he's got me in that headset, and I'm in there, and
I'm holding them on.
It's getting bad. And,
yeah.
But I don't know if they're if it's as dressed up as a girl.
I got you.
Right, because that's the thing.
Yeah, or whether it's you dressed up as a girl.
Probably mostly
Yeah.
Asmund.
Yeah.
We're gonna give him a heart
Ew,
attack. I
what
swear
the
to God.
The
fuck?
convicted pervert father and son bonding.
What
when
the
you feel
fuck
family
kind of
watchers
comment
in
is
VR
that?
May
Yeah,
or may
that
not
is
be
just
men is
weird,
insane,
bro.
even by my
What
standards.
the
That
fuck
is
kind
just
of
fucking
comment
weird,
is that?
bro. That is just fucking weird.
Dude, I gotta pee. What the
I need to
fuck
get something
kind
to
of
drink.
comment is
Fuck that. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I gotta get me something to drink. Fuck that shit. Yo, that shit is weird. These niggas is weird. Some father-son creep shit.
General Gooner reporting for duty, son. This is how you get the ladies.
Doctor.
Oh shit. Oh boy. I just want to give a quick little shout out to Ice Beans real quick.
And last night,
Thank you.
I
She
picked
knew
up
what
a
she did. She helped me with a
last
lot of
night.
stuff.
Ugh. Add black outlines around your kick tag. It's fine.
And you can, the sensors made it feel like I was being touched.
Damn.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it felt like this one character was unzipping my pants.
And I want you to bark for me.
What, man? I got another dog. I got another. Want to hear my other dog? That's my other dog. How we doing?
Oh,
She
he's
looks
fucking
real
burying
submissive
her.
and looks like, in the words of Halsey, I can take a pound.
Fucking degenerate.
6 years old, maybe.
Yeah.
That's what she looks like.
Do you know what a lolly is?
Looks like a 3-year-old.
What a furry is?
No.
They're people who dress up in like dog suits. We know what pegging is.
I can tell you a great pegging story.
One of them. 8 stepmoms? Hold up. What?
7 stepmoms? How many have I had?
I'm a bad man, but okay. It's like saying you're gonna make not have the money shot. It ain't there ain't a money shot. You know, people ask me what was about the military. What did you like? Well, I love the camaraderie.
Stop military.
Incredibly, Tectone brought his father into the online arena, and even though he had sexual charges, thought it would be wise to have him goon out to lolly and VR gotcha game degeneracy. The reaction to Hassan striking back at Tectone was met with many people bemoaning Hassan for attacking family or
Chibi reviews. This guy is weird. I don't know him,
PD files.
but this guy's fucking weird. He's fucking weird.
going low. However, Tectone brought him onto his own platform. He can be talked about, and if you think for a minute I shouldn't talk about him being an infamous convicted military pest, you can go.
The name says it. I didn't see
don't
the
care.
name.
The following
I
is
just saw the
taken from a
picture.
blog that sources news publications that were done at the time.
I think anyone that is going to defend Tectone after today and when the transcripts get released and won't speak about him, the reason why they won't do it is not because they're his friends. It's because they're scared that he has something that they don't want out there. I'm going to say that right now. I think that's the reason. If you're not going to speak about Tectone and not going to talk about him, you've got something on his Discord or something on some kind of place where you don't want to be seen. It's not because you're friends with him. It's not. It can't be because you're just friends with him. You know it's something else.
In November 13th,
He's got dirt on you.
2011. Quote, after he was found guilty, the colonel walked over to one of the victims and said, "I'm sorry." He started to sob and walked away, appearing to make sure not to let him.
Bro, they
touch
haven't
it.
spoken about
Later, before
Lakari. I wonder why. Really, it makes no sense to me why you won't speak about Lakari. But you guys will attack me nonstop for years and slander my fucking name and ruin my life. But you won't attack Lakari.
he was sentenced, the
How does that
colonel
make
looked
any
at the women
sense?
who
Guy literally had a link of pedophilia on his computer. I don't know how much worse that can get.
accused him from the stand.
I'm also going to say this.
Bad.
I kind
worse.
of thought about it overnight. Lakari's girlfriend, I'm actually disappointed in her. I am. I'm very disappointed because she should be saying publicly that his computer is getting raided and that the police are coming to the computer and
Yeah, I
making
would
sure
have
that there's
stole
nothing
that
on that
shit
computer.
and
This is not just
put
about the
and
fact
get
that
shit
Lakari
right
is a
to the
freak. It's to try to
the
save
FBI.
children who are getting kidnapped and abused and taken away from their families and killed. She has an obligation. When you find a person that's dead in your house, you call the police. You don't just let it sit there and say, I can't handle this. You need to call the police and let them know that that computer is in your house. And every day that goes by, that Lakari can be deleting things or doing things that we don't know.
And said, I would like to apologize for any and all of the actions that led to these proceedings being necessary.
You can call them.
That's an appropriate time. And
I have
any
no
of the
idea
women,
where they
and I
are.
will take the burden to my grave. The colonel's mental health doctor at Fort Bliss.
They don't live together? They don't? Wait, I thought they do. Are you sure?
Yo.
Didn't they live
dude,
together?
all I'm seeing is this shit happening, bro.
No, they don't live with S-Fan. Yes, they do. Didn't she say on the stream yesterday that...
Oh, look, no words
I
from
don't think they
fucking
live together.
Tectone.
Where's
Not
Lakari
today. None. He didn't say shit. Not today.
Was her actual CP? I wish people really knew what was in those 1,500 documents. There was literally kids having sex with kids. It wasn't just lolly shit. There was kids having sex with kids. The Clad streamed at Lakari's mom's house. Okay, so Lakari's at his mom's house. So, okay, she doesn't live with him. I do still think she needs to 100% call the police on Lakari's house. Because I know his mom won't, and Lakari won't. And she probably knows the address. She should 100% call the police and make sure that computer is getting seized.
Testified that he was as a young child by a male caretaker, currently suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder and depression. There is some cosmic irony that both Tectone and his father's response to allegations
Why
of
the fuck
court
was he living with
proceedings-
you? Because we didn't think he was this bad of a dude, man. I'm going to say that. I really didn't. I thought he was weird. I thought he liked some stupid shit, but I didn't think he was like this, man. And I promise you I didn't. I didn't. I don't think the community did. I really didn't. I thought he liked weird shit like games and stuff that were gotcha stuff, but I just thought he was some weird old man that was... I just never thought this in my life, bro. And none of us did. None of us did. I never saw him jerking off. I never saw him doing any of this stuff. The only time I ever had him jerk off is I had him jerk off to a porn star that I picked, and it was like 7 years ago. And I watched him do it. It was just kind of funny, autistic shit.
for sexual impropriety is in both cases to state that they were...
I've said the story
think
1,000
that
times.
after he
In
was
Tectone's
exposed,
case,
he
Did you
hasn't
watch
viewed
it?
that
Yeah.
stuff since.
We watched him do it. Like, not like watch, like we literally sat there and watched. It's like we like would check in on him doing it. Because we told him to jerk off to a specific porn star.
to use as a...
How did you know he had a micro tip? Lakari? Lakari had a huge dick. You're mixing up the people. I'm talking about Lakari.
Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, oh shit, this might be his date, bro.
No.
Weird.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Blackback and LMAO will.
Thank you. It's from Henny? Really? What? Yeah, from Henny because she felt bad.
Oh, Penny. Oh.
The girl you put your arm around, Dad. My dad said he didn't. All right.
shield as to why he couldn't possibly have done anything wrong, and in his father's case, is an attempt to explain his behavior.
And then Hassan starts going after my father. And I get very confused by this. Because me and my father have had a pretty bad past. I'm pretty open about this. My father's gone to prison. I'm very open about this.
Is it possible to find out what Tectone's father has gone to prison for? Let's say we give him the benefit of the doubt that he didn't know about his dad being that guy. Maybe his dad went to prison for something else. That's what I wonder. Can someone look that up for me?
Here's Tectone 2 weeks prior to this, where he acts like he has no idea what anyone's talking about when his father's convictions are brought up.
Your father went to jail for the same. Oh, really? Wait, tell me more, man. Tell me more. What else? Who'd my dad? Who? 5.
Tectone's father is Cornell Monroe Roberts, a former U.S. military officer who was convicted of 14 charges, including sexually harassing 3 women and assaulting 5. As revealed on posts on X and various websites, he was sentenced to 3 months in prison. Wait, so he was sentenced to 3 months in prison because of this?
3 months? Only 3 months?
But Tectone says he didn't know about it at all?
I have women in the military accuse your father of. Really? That's crazy. You think so?
I am trying to not say that I think that Tectone knew, but it's pointing at it. How did you possibly not know if your dad went to prison? I want to know if his dad went to prison for anything else, because that could be his only possible argument.
Went to prison.
He admits that he knew he went to prison, but if he went to prison for anything else, then that's his only argument.
Oh, what else? That's why he went to jail discussing vote. Really, man? That's interesting. How do you know so much? How are you so all-knowing? My father's gone to prison. I'm very open about this.
You are a bald-faced liar.
If anybody's surprised, yeah, my dad's gone to prison before.
Oh, has he? But I thought you said you... Bro, what are we even doing here? What are we even doing here? You can't make this shit up.
She is not going to take any shit, as you just saw her throwing a basketball at Tectone
from Peach today, Austin.
Well, you know, I mean, she is not going to take any shit, as you just saw her throwing a.
Peach unfollow me, whatever.
Me and my father have had a pretty interesting past.
Instead of addressing the news
Hashtag leave all
father,
victims.
who he brought on streams, and just take the L, Tectone decides to pull on the heartstrings of his viewers and talk about all of his childhood trauma. There's really no need to, and it comes off as manipulative, while under a microscope of controversy.
When I was a young boy, I came from a very, very, very poor family. I did. My mother never really treated me well, and I was named after my father's best friend because I was supposed to die at birth.
Are you serious right now, bro?
I lived with my mother until about 3rd grade, and you know, something very bad happens to me. I don't feel like talking about it. Due to that thing happening to me, lawyers get involved, the court gets involved. When I moved with my dad, it was a very like hands-off relationship with me and my dad. He bought me and my brothers a separate apartment to live, while him and my stepmom lived in a separate apartment.
And right away, Tectone is provably misrepresenting the truth yet again.
Tectone said that whenever he was in high school, you had a separate apartment for them to be at, so you could have privacy with your own apartment.
Fourth grade.
All right. That's not untrue,
yes,
but that is a misrepresentation of the truth. So he and his brothers went into a 2-bedroom that was down the hall until 4 months later when we moved to a house.
Brother, oh my God, Tectone, you try to act like you're poor, that you're defenseless, that you have all these problems, and it's just all lies. Everything you say is fucking lies. Oh my God, you are such a loser.
Don't lie right now.
You lie.
And me and my father never really.
Search Robertson in this. I don't know. That's Robertson's not going to do it. You would have to search his dad's name. Search his dad's name and tell me what was there. If his dad went for anything besides that, Tectone 100% knew, or he has some deniable proof that he didn't know. If he did, you got to look it up.
Interacted much, and I was just considered the failure of the family. I was on by pretty much everybody, including my dad. I'm not gonna lie.
That is his father's last name.
I was never
okay,
really
then look it up.
Yes, after bringing his father on podcasts and streams, now that the internet has found out his history, he is going to completely throw him under the bus for hundreds of thousands of viewers.
Father becomes incredibly violent. I hear that my father has been accused of a crime, even though my father never treated me too well. Nobody ever really wants to believe that about their dad. And I'm just gonna be real. Like when you talk to my dad, he like be grabbing you. I'm not gonna lie. And he doesn't do that anymore because I told him it's weird as shit. but he would like grab your
Didn't he say that him and his dad had a hands-off relationship?
shoulder, he would grab your arm. And he said that's what he got convicted for. And obviously he took some of the aggression out on me. I got back from soccer practice, which
He got convicted and put in jail because he grabbed an arm. New Tectone tweet. Holy shit, it's cold out. I wish I could say a micro penis joke right now. I wish I could say a micro penis joke. I can't. I'm blocked.
joined because I wanted to make my dad proud.
That's why you need an alt, nigga. You need to make an alt. That's why you make the alt account. Bro, this shit is gold, bro.
Yeah, it's good. That's so weak. Not funny enough. Fuck. The thing is, it's such an obvious joke that it's hard to be like super funny. I thought it was good.
Oh, oh shit. It's not cold out. There we go. There we go.
I think pin a tweet.
There we go. That's a perfect one.
And I put a orange soda can on top of my trash can. My father threw me to the ground and put a gun against my head.
It's incredible how his dad accused him of all this stuff, and he's trying to make it seem like that he's the victim in this, that he is the problem, that it's so sorry for him. When you know what you should be saying, Tectone, in this current moment, if you actually cared, fuck my dad, fuck all these people that ruined, that said this shit, or fuck all these people, and fuck my dad. Feel sorry for the victims that are going through all this stuff and had to deal with my dad. I will never talk to him again.
And he said, give me a good reason not to shoot you.
So you felt comfortable bringing your father around all of these public people several times, and now that he has some...
Yo, Jay Strick, are you still watching me? Can one of your crazy fucks in chat try to find Tectone's dad's where he, like, why he went to jail, and see if that he went to jail for anything besides that? Because I just want to give Tectone the benefit of the doubt that he didn't know. Because maybe he went to jail for a lot of things, and one of them was the rape charges. But let's see, because he knew his dad went to jail, and he's claiming the reason why he knew is because, or said it, is because his dad told him he went to jail for touching an arm.
Hold on, let's see what
Bullshit,
Jay Stalker's saying, bro.
This is 2011. You were like 16 years old at the time, 17. You're not that stupid. You're not 5 years old and gonna listen to your dad. You knew what was going on.
Yo, that's
you probably
fucking
went to the
crazy.
court. Am I going to pretend that you didn't go to the court, that you didn't listen to the hearing, that you didn't hear what's going on, that it wasn't on television? Are you kidding me? W viewbots. Brother, there is no way. There is no way.
Yo, Asmon shit is
Right, bro,
it's
let's
still
see.
shrinking, bro.
Let's do a giveaway. Chat, type yo. Let's see. Go ahead. Type yo. There's 9,000 people here. You think this is viewbotted, bro? You see the chat? Do you really think this is viewbotted? They're literally just typing yo. I didn't even tell them what the giveaway was. I just said type yo. Do you really think this is viewbotted? You still want to come out here and say that?
Hell yeah, nigga. I want me some money. Hold up. Give me some.
It's not viewbotted, buddy. You know what's happening right now? People are realizing that the people that attacked me, that the
Yo.
people that accused me of terrible and disgusting things have such disgusting, dirty secrets in their own closet that they deflected it and did it on me. You want to know why? Because that's what they do. They deflect and throw it on everyone around them and try to ruin their lives because they have such dirty, disgusting secrets. I am not one of the, I did not deserve this at all. I have never deserved to be canceled. I didn't deserve the first one when people accused me of covering up sexual assault, which, by the way, if that happened in 2026, not one person would care about it and say it's a big deal. They'd be like, yeah, Slick's bad and Miz whatever. They wouldn't even care to try to put me into it. But back then, people cared because everyone ganged up on me. And I stayed silent for my org. I did it. I'm not doing it this time with Tectone, and I didn't want to do it with anyone else. I'm done. I'm going to tell the truth of these fucking people, everyone that I used to hang out with, and show the realities of what these people are. Why? Because they're fucking terrible people and disgusting. This is vile, by the way. Like, I'm not even gonna pretend Tectone's a decent guy or not even remotely okay. He's a vile human being. He abused and sexually assaulted both of his girlfriends, his wife for years, to the point where she got an NDA on him. Assaulted both of his girlfriends, his wife for years, to the point where she got an NDA on him. Then his second girlfriend comes out and says that he would grab her and force her to suck his dick. And no one cared. And they still talked to him. They would still pull up his YouTube videos and say he's a good guy. And they were trying to be friends with the guy.
Asmin shit is shrinking.
You're going to out him as this abusive monster. It's strictly,
This shit
in my
is
opinion, to
shrinking.
garner sympathy from his audience and just totally using his father to do so.
Now, obviously, this isn't really anything that I just
Oh, I wonder why Oofy would possibly ever defend Tectone. Oh, look, it doesn't exist.
really want to talk about on stream. However,
I just want to say I'm sorry I was wrong about you. It's totally okay, dude. I get the internet and I understand that people hear things about me and they just run with it because why? It's the fucking internet, dude. Like, I get it. It is the internet and you guys might not read things and you might see it, you know, you see things and you're like, oh, I believe it. You see some, you know, line on Twitter and you just read the headline. You know, I get it. I totally understand. I never didn't understand why viewers didn't like me because I get it. They're easily impressionable. But if you do your research and due diligence, you can even listen to Emaru's stream and read it back now and listen to what she said. It's ridiculous that I'm in this position. It's ridiculous that I ever got canceled. And then you hear guys like Tectone, who had 2 women attacking him for abuse and for sexual assault. 2 women that not only had these things, they weren't publicly going after him years later. They went after him immediately and left him. When you know what my ex-girlfriend did? She literally sat me down with a note and said, I want to marry you. I said no, and I left. These women both left Tectone. Both left him. Meanwhile, my ex wanted to marry me. So I left the country to go to Japan to get away. Because I didn't want to get back together with her again. I wanted it to be over.
great Twitch streamer.
You know that, Hassan?
If that's true, that's fucking nuts and insanity. I swear to God on Chompy. I swear to God on everything that's real. It's 100% true. It's 100% true. It's 100% true. I literally left the country a week later after I broke up with her when she wanted to marry me because I said I wanted to go. I didn't want to do this anymore and I wanted to be done. Yet I'm the problem. Then 10 months later, doesn't ever file a restraining order, doesn't ever file anything to the court. She didn't even file anything to the court after she went public. Nada.
It's just making me relive my childhood trauma because all this. I hated my father because he never told me that he was proud of me. Are you serious? He always made me feel like a failure. And to be honest, he was quite abusive. Looking into what I heard that he was convicted of, which
if he was such an abusive guy and such a piece of shit, and he was terrible to you and did all these things and held a gun to your head, why the fuck would you bring him around your friends, you fucking retard?
Yes!
Why would you bring him around Emaru and Asmongold, you fucking retard lying sack of shit? If I ever knew my dad was abusive, I wouldn't be hanging out with Emaru and Asmon, especially when afterwards you said he thought she was hot.
Can't manipulate this shit.
I never did.
It is
Look
quite
at it.
literally
Look
the
at it.
first
It's still
and third
going
result
down,
on
dude.
Google when Googling your father.
JSM just messaged you about the court stuff.
name, Tectone. The third in all caps.
No.
Assault in the military.
I guess 15 years after the fact is quite painful. It is.
For sure.
Anyways, fast forward a little
Yo,
bit
this shit
after I
wild.
was homeless for a tad, I would DM them about how
He's
sometimes I had
losing
no money
people, and
to where
niggas
I
is coming
couldn't
over here
afford
to see what the
and
fuck is
they get met with
happening.
laughter. Due to this all being resurfaced by Hassan,
Let's
It was
blame
never
Hassan.
buried.
Oh my God.
It was never
Wait till
buried.
I tell you what's going on in court. You're going to love it, by the way.
to what my father was convicted for, which really hurts to say.
I mean, I'm not sure why you've known about it for the last 15 years.
Go ahead, lie.
It's kind of hard to think of your family as a monster, but I didn't sleep much last night.
Oh,
I honestly
bro, I've
didn't
been
want to
waiting
believe
on
it last
something
night.
like this.
Yeah, sure. It's not like people have
dude,
been posting at you that you're dead.
Oh my God,
This is one of the niggas that's
Lamau!
on my shit
Lamau,
list.
bro!
I
Dude, this
love
guy's
it.
video's so good.
Believe it
I'm loving this shit. This nigga was on my shit list.
Your dad's a convicted horrid shit. 56 likes in January 15th. Brother, you knew. You knew. Dude, I know. Like you fucking knew. It had 56 likes, bro. It's not like people aren't tweeting this at you constantly. You fucking knew, Tectone.
People have been posting at you that you're.
Dude, don't let this lead you to astray to the fact that Tectone's dad was convicted of sexually harassing 3 women and insulting 5 others. These 8 women also served under his command during his military service. Wow. I am not reading this. I'm going to pull an Asman. I'm not going to read it.
Dad
I
went
ain't
to
gotta
jail for
read
being
that
a pest
shit.
for the last 5 months.
And I don't really know what to think. But I think the fact that Hassan wants to imply that I'm a monster
You know that, Hassan Piker?
based off of who my father is disgusting.
Like this man has, I guess, epigenetic memories of. It's just like it's a familial obligation over here.
It's like
And to imply that I'm a
Yeah, whatever. He made a joke
Yeah,
at your
whatever,
expense
nigga.
because you've been involved
Fuck
in SA
outta here,
allegations
nigga. You
the past
lost
year.
your
And
court
then the internet
case.
found out that your dad was one of the most infamous pests in U.S. military history. I get it. I made a whole documentary about it. It's like an absurd cosmic joke at your expense.
and to imply that I'm a
Okay.
Is he whimpering? The man is literally whimpering directly into the microphone over a joke Hassan, the face of terrorism in 2025, made. This is 100% performative. You cannot convince me otherwise. You could pause and play a song to center yourself, but instead, you're staying on stream and whimpering directly into a microphone.
You're a grown ass man.
For I myself have been twice based on what my father has done. It's just a little bit crazy, isn't it?
He is actually trying to use SA
Yo, what
as
is
a
up with
shield
those?
against Hassan Piker making jokes about his dad being a
bro,
convicted
these niggas
pest.
are
It's
fucking
the BPD
balling
meme
right
to say
now,
you were
bro.
SA'd in order to be deemed beyond reproach or criticism. Funnily enough, he did the same thing with Pink when she made allegations against him. Maybe you're thinking I'm jumping to conclusions and being too harsh. Well, just a few minutes later, after that great performance to garner sympathy from his audience, he switches on a dime like nothing ever happened. You be the judge.
But, yeah. I'm gonna just keep farming the out of them. To be honest.
Yikes.
Yeah, I don't give a
Damn.
No, I'm making notes about this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, straight up.
Who getting farmed now, bitch?
I'm good. Yeah, it is what it is. There's not really anything he can say to deter me whatsoever, to be completely honest. Yeah, I think the guy's an absolute piece of shit. Do I think he's in the wrong for what he said about my dad? No, not really. I mean, at the end of the day, those are public court documents. But try to tie me to that because of who my dad is, bro, you're retarded. You're just dumb.
I'm just
You know what I
saying.
mean?
You
Like,
seem,
this whole
all these
apple
blues are
doesn't
skipping
fall
him
far from the
stuff, so you have
tree.
no idea.
Go yourself, dude. We all know
seem
the
kinda
great
like
guy
your
your
dad right
was.
now.
Thankfully, I have a little bit of class to actually not talk about that. What a joke. Anyways, we're going to be having a podcast with Dan Saltman later, which I bet is going to be
So great. We have a great podcast with Dan Saltman and Nux Taku. That will be happening in 53 minutes. Hassan's favorite streamers.
Tectone's ex-girlfriend, Pink, would also say on Twitter that wasn't going to say anything, but that guy would not stop talking about how he wanted to have relations with a podcast member. Made jokes about women being and
I'm going to tell you a story right now that I've had in my back pocket for a year. And I want you guys to hear it. This is alleged because I didn't hear it from the main source. I heard it from someone very close to the main source.
Mm-hmm.
After me and Emmy broke up, Tectone one time went to Emmy's house when her parents were there.
Uh-huh.
And allegedly, Tectone went to her parents' house, sat down while she wasn't there, and told them that he thinks that he would be a great boyfriend for her and that he should date her. And when Emmy came home, her parents thought that she was dating Tectone. I heard this. Allegedly. How would you know this, though? I heard it last year. When people didn't all backstab me and betray me, and they were my friends. And they told me this in confidence. Yeah. Emmy knew that Tectone was in love with her. We would talk about it all
No,
the time.
Dad, I'm not dating the microtone.
We talked about it all the time. That Tectone was in love with Emmy. It was weird. He was always obsessed with her. He would always talk about her in weird ways. It was fucking annoying. We also knew that he hated me because of it. It was so fucking obvious to anyone that has one fucking IQ that Tectone was jealous that I was dating Emmy. That guy would not stop talking about how he wanted to have relations with a podcast member. I'm guessing he wanted to fuck Asmon's teeth in. Made jokes about women being raped in Vietnam and made me extremely uncomfortable. I tried to say something and was told it wasn't a big deal. Yep, just wait.
Vietnam made me extremely uncomfortable. I tried to say something and was told it wasn't a big deal. He would say the woman who accused him of SA in the military were liars, and I still can't believe he was allowed around other female content creators.
So Pink Chew says that Tectone knew the entire time and that the women who accused him of sexual assault in the military were liars. So Pink Chew thinks and says that he said it knew the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Including me. The truth always comes to light, and I hope those women know they did the right thing.
Mitch Jones with Maya. You unlucky, bro. I don't. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Your dad's a... Yeah.
Tectone's ex Pink posted proof in March she went to police, and on May 9th, after returning from traveling abroad, posted an email setting up for...
I'm not a liar. God forbid a victim stand up for herself and say enough. So just letting you know, during this time period, no one wanted to listen to Pink Chew because people said that Pink Chew is a dirty fucking OnlyFans whore, and that's exactly what Tectone portrayed. Perfect. I have you down for that. It would be at the same time place as last time. Do you need direction sheet again? Detective Special Victims Unit, Austin Police Department, blank, blank, April 25th. I cannot share anything else because I don't want to jeopardize the investigation. This is a community I've been dealing with, and for my safety, I'm going to be moving on and let the legal system handle it. So she literally stayed silent for 2 fucking years while Tectone constantly berated her on stream and said she's a piece of shit and a fucking liar. And called her a fucking whore on stream. She went to the police and got a restraining order. Do you know how hard it is to get a restraining order, chat? It is so tough to get a restraining order. It's not easy. It's why I don't have one. And she got a restraining order. And there's way more that she got.
And you would know because Emmy tried to get a restraining order and he said it was difficult.
Streamer regularly accused Pink of faking these screenshots. But don't take her word or
faking
mine.
The screenshots.
Police matters at hand. Take Tectone's word.
Guys, I'll be real. I went to the police yesterday. Saying, hey, let's hurry this up.
I had no idea you could tell the police, let's hurry this up when they're investigating you. I'm learning so much, guys. This is awesome.
Like legit. I got my lawyers like, hey, let's hurry this the up, right? Because like, you know, they're going to investigate me. They're going to investigate me 100%. They're going to investigate me. They're going to investigate me 100%. I said, bro, just talk to me. Let's get this go. I've been waiting 7 months for these people just to reach out to me. And it's like,
interesting. You waited 7 months for the court stuff to happen. I wonder how much information and things you possibly did in order to make sure that you had a solid case, Tectone. Because this is what people don't understand when they don't go to court. And dumbass retards who are getting upset that I'm talking to someone who goes on 4chan and sent them my lawyer's email don't understand when it comes to court. You got to do a lot of work yourself. Court isn't something you win by your legal team. You have to put in work, especially as a streamer when you have this big open vat thing. You have to put in work to make sure that you win the case. Your lawyer, it doesn't matter if he's fucking the guy that you know, the god himself. Okay, you have to put in so much work yourself to win. I can't just not put in work. I can't just not try. And people are trying to help me with information and things. You have to do that. Because how would my lawyer know about something that happened in 2021 on a deleted VOD on YouTube? You would not know that exists. Doesn't matter what lawyer you are. You wouldn't know it exists. So you have people who know things, who want to help you, and they're sending you links. That's what you got to do. And who knows that shit? A lot of it is 4chan. And I'm telling you, a lot of what they send to me, I don't even look at, and it's bullshit. But a lot of they sent me has actually helped out a lot. And they understand what's going on. Like, because they just have the video links. They just have tweets. The most brain dead people who do not know the basics of law, I know. It's so ridiculous how stupid these guys are saying Mizkif's talking to Emaru schizos. When did that guy ever say he was an Emaru schizo? When did he ever say that he's an Emaru viewer or an Emaru schizo? He never said that. He messaged me on Twitter and said, yo, I have a lot of stuff from 4chan I can send you. Who cares? Who gives a fuck?
bro, can we just go ahead and wrap this up? Like, if anybody's worked with the police, it is so slow. It's unbelievable. And then all you ever get told is, I recommend you don't say anything. I recommend you don't say anything. I recommend you not saying anything. Let's handle this in court. Let's handle this in court. Let's handle this in court. It's like, brother, I don't want to go.
Yeah, it's hilarious how the schizos used clips of me from 7 years ago on purpose to portray me as a terrible person. Clips of me from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago to portray me as a terrible person. But they're not schizos. They're right. They're accurate. They're smart. They have these things, and you don't question if they're weird. But I'm weird for getting information for my lawsuit.
I don't want to deal with it. I just want to live my life.
That's quite a change from his original threats to sue Pink for defamation, isn't it?
You no longer have 2 weeks. You have 24 hours.
I mentioned this earlier, but I did speak with Tectone. He said he would answer whatever I wanted. However, once he noticed the questions, he hid behind the NDA with Freem, even though half of the questions had nothing to do with her. I asked him about the allegations, and as stated earlier, he just...
You're all fucking weird, true, but I'm not going to even put myself in any category with Tectone or Lakari. I'm sorry.
About
not even close, bro. And I think 99% of streamers are not like this.
Any other receipts, as he said he would. If there was ever a period of time where Pink wasn't paying rent, and why he wasn't pursuing a defamation case after he said he would. He responded with, I think the problem with a lot of these questions is that with an ongoing lawsuit happening, I think you know I can't talk about a lot of this. Out of curiosity, to not fuel any fire, wouldn't it just be better to wait to make this video until the result of the investigation, or why does it need to be made now?
He's trying to make this guy not make a video because he doesn't want this guy to make it, because he's hoping that he just completely forgets about it and moves on. But this guy didn't, and he made a godlike video that I cannot believe only has 47,000 views. That blows my mind. This video is so good. I cannot believe I didn't know about this video.
The guy is low-key asking me not to make this video in an attempt to cover this up. That's how I take it after he answers none of my questions. I asked which ongoing lawsuit, to which I received no answer, and asked again the next day if he was referring to the NDA with Freem, and again received no answer. The thing is, none of those questions I asked had anything to do with his NDA with Freem. They were all concerning Pink. In conclusion, I would say, in the public discourse, we judge these controversies that aren't definitively proven on the character of the parties involved. We know Freem was going to come out with that.
We also judged on the fact that Tectone has a big, wide audience and people around him that will defend him till the end of time, and big content creators that will watch his videos and push him with a massive audience, which they gave him for YouTube. And these content creators won't talk shit.
accusations now.
Meanwhile, Pink Chew is just a small Instagram girl who had no real following and just did OnlyFans.
100% based on court documents obtained, and that Tectone has consistently lied about this for years. When Pink and Tectone got word of these allegations, they went absolutely nuclear.
She was going to do something much worse, so bad it would have ruined all of our lives.
They defamed Frame with cheating allegations to explain Tectone's behavior, which we now know is false with receipts. They also knowingly or unknowingly filed a false police report against her for revenge. Pink sues Frame, which from what we have available is filled with Tectone's stories and interactions with Frame, which I conclude is him participating and feeding info for Pink's lawsuit. He denies encouraging Pink, but we have proof of him participating. Pink gets cheated on.
Hello,
Tectone
darkness,
lies about
my
the
old
breakup
friend,
date to avoid
Riposo,
responsibility, and
Microtone.
receipts are posted proving him wrong and showing
Riposo,
Pink saying
Micro-
she was scared of him. Pink accuses
Microtone.
Tectone of abuse. Her story hasn't wavered, and currently there is an ongoing police investigation, according to both Pink and Tectone.
There's not anything ongoing now. It's over, and he lost.
Tectone says he can prove it.
I saw so many people trying to defend Tectone, saying that it's a civil suit and or that the papers aren't out yet, so we can't believe Mizkif because he's a fucking liar and he abuses women.
His innocence with receipts, but he never provides any, besides one on Pink paying rent, which he later gets caught lying about.
Like, do you really think when I had a video of him walking outside of court that wasn't proof that Tectone was in a court case? We literally also have proof that Tectone was in court. It's public. It's public that Tectone got his restraining order upgraded because of what they found in his phone and from his files and what he's been doing. It was so bad that he has a protective order, chat. A restraining order is already hard to get.
What the fuck was he doing to get a
a restraining
protective
order,
order?
chat, you have to do some pretty dog shit things to someone. Calling them nonstop, harassing them nonstop, following them around, bothering them, making their lives fucking miserable to get a restraining order. You want to know why it's so hard to get a restraining order? Because when you have a restraining order on you, you have to abide by that by your life. When you go on planes, they check that shit. They make sure that if you have a restraining order, where you're going, it follows you for life, or at least how long the protective order is, for the 10 years. It follows you. A protective order is an upgraded version of a restraining order. It's so hard to get. It's so hard to get.
Honestly, it's really annoying because the reality is she doesn't pay rent.
Tectone threatens to sue Pink for defamation and saber rattles, but when she doesn't retract,
They hand out TROs to women like candy. Well, if you're going to make that logic, it's interesting why I don't have one.
claims Pink knows
But that's just not true. It's just not.
every legal loophole.
I know so many women that have had real stalkers and real freaks of nature that tried to go get a restraining order, and it took years to get. It's not some simple thing. It's really hard to get. And they had to provide a shit ton of proof to get that restraining order. It's not something they just get nilly-willy by just walking in with their hands up. It's tough.
But we now know just because he isn't named doesn't mean he can't pursue, and still to this day he has yet to file a defamation case against Pink. I, while making a video on Tectone, reached out, to which he responded saying he will answer any of my questions.
This guy destroys
and he refuses
Tectone.
to,
I mean,
when, in
he
my opinion,
really
he
just
realizes
murdered
how
Tectone in
in-depth
this
I've
video.
looked into this. I consider Tectone a liar and a manipulator of his audience, spinning stories to attempt to escape the smallest of controversies such as cheating, to the more extreme lying in the case of his response to allegations against Pink, and how he spun the rent situation. I began making this video over the absurdity of his father's infamous rape, coupled with his own allegations, and came away with revelations of his ex-wife alleging abuse that led to false police reports, lies, and lawsuits in response to this abuse potentially becoming public. This, coupled with the ex-girlfriend's abuse allegations, are a catastrophic combination for Tectone. It is the consistent lying and content of character of the parties involved which should lead people to look at the story again with all the events and timeline in front of you to consider. That being said, cheers everyone, and thanks for watching.
Godlike video. I don't know how this thing didn't get any more views than this, but godlike video. JS
Hey guys,
linked this
please
video
hit like
to me.
on the video.
Godlike video. Godlike video. And this video is great because
10K viewers.
This video is great because it shows the reality of who Tectone is before I even go public with the things that I have right now. And by the way, this is not everything. I'm going to let you guys know what I have was written down. I wasn't there, so don't say this is from me. This was not from me. This is from Axion. I sent Axion there, and Axion went and wrote down notes for 7 hours and wrote things down and told me. I'm not going to lie. A lot of court can be pretty fucking boring. So Axion was bored as shit because sometimes they just fucking do things for like 30 minutes where they just, you know, have to like have someone sit up and sit down. But he wrote down a lot of the good facts about what happened. Yes, it was Axion he went. Yes. So That video basically shows the reality of who Tectone is to an extent. It's been proven. This is all proven. I'm not making allegations about Tectone.
The things Axion will do to impress Jenny.
His dad went to jail in 2011. He went on TV for it. Tectone used to get bullied apparently in school. People tweeted at him for years about this, but Tectone claims he didn't know. Lies. Bullshit. You didn't fucking know that your dad had this rape allegation. Your dad was this big bad wolf. I do not believe it. You were not young, Tectone.
His dad
You
had
were
that
17
shit.
years old. You can't pretend you didn't know what was happening. I'm sure you went to the court cases. I'm sure you saw what's happening. And I guarantee you, yet your friends looked this up if you wanted to pretend that you thought your dad was your idol and you didn't see it. You don't think your friends in high school would have looked this up and told you what's going on? Or someone in your class would have talked about how the fact that it was on TV? You 100% knew. Stop acting like you didn't know that your dad was a fucking weirdo. And even if you want to pretend that, Tectone, and act like you didn't know,
freaky ass nigga.
why would you bring over your dad to Emaru, someone that you call your close friend in Asmongold, when you know that he was abusing you when you were younger? I wouldn't bring my dad around anyone that was abusing me, let alone the fact that you brought him around Emaru when you said that he thought she was hot.
Yeah, that
You
was
fucking
some
weirdo. You're a
weird,
disgusting
creepy
man
shit,
just
nigga.
on that. But let's go on to what you really are. Abusive, and you sexually assault your fucking partners, and the word abusive is tame compared to what you are, Tectone. You're vile. You're a vile, vile man. Tectone was abusive towards Freem. Freem and him dated, and since they were like 20 years old, they dated and then they got married. The reason why they got married is they wanted to be able to move to America, and they also did it for tax reasons, whatever. They got married. I don't really care what the reason was. Tectone also claimed that his father held a gun to his head. He held a gun to your head and you brought him to your podcast with your close friends, Emaru and Asmon? You would bring him on stream and promote him when he held a gun to your head?
Mm-hmm.
So Freem accused him of abuse. You saw in that video, Freem accused him of abuse and that he was constantly abusing her. I don't know to what extent the abuse was. He would buy her clothes, he would buy her things, and Freem accused him of sexual assault and abuse. Tectone was very controlling, and I like how when I say I'm controlling, it's more so like, oh, well, I just didn't like how she wore stuff. It wasn't really controlling, it was just I had boundaries and it pissed me off. But he really controlled what she would wear. He would tell her and buy her bras. He would buy her things and tell her to wear it around the house. He abused her and sexually assaulted her. Okay, they settled outside of court for $30,000, and Freem basically said that he's a terrible person. She's not okay with him, and she went fucking silent. During that time, Tectone immediately left Freem and went on to Pinkchu, a small content creator who didn't have a voice and didn't know what was going on in the slightest. This girl was innocent and on Instagram just doing fucking OnlyFans and cosplays. That's all she was doing. Okay. He started dating Pinkchu and immediately made everyone assume that Tectone was the guy that was getting accused of everything and he did no wrong. That Freem actually cheated on him and that Freem is saying these terrible things like he abused her and sexually assaulted her when he didn't do anything. Pinkchu thought that was true because she didn't know Freem. She didn't know the situation, and she thought that Freem was sending and doing disgusting things by leaking that Pinkchu was there and saying that you are harassing me and Tectone. She sued Tectone. Why did she sue Tectone? Because Tectone told her to. Because Tectone manipulated her into doing it, thinking that she's a terrible person. He would tell her what to say, what to do, what to wear, and it worked. And he used Pink to make people think that Freem was fucking insane. So that way, if anything ever came out, you guys would go, "Wow, Freem's insane." And then he can just lock it away with the $30,000 NDA and call it a day. And then he could just do the same thing to Pink, which he did. So he didn't learn from his first time having this problem. He did it again. He literally went to court and almost had it legally sent. Soda Papa knew about it. Bebe knew about it. Cuco knew about it. And she was going to put out a Google Doc about Tectone, but then he settled it outside of court. So there was proof. People knew, and they settled outside of court. Okay? He dated Pinkchu. He used her for years. He used her to make people to think that Freem was insane, and he sued her. Freem settled outside of court. Pinkchu, then the abuse began for her. And it's bad, chat. I'm warning you, if you don't like this kind of shit, you should leave. It's gross, what I'm about to reveal. And I want to see these guys like this Kimchi guy on Twitter, whatever the fuck his name is, try to defend Tectone after what I'm about to show you right now, okay? Pink realized who he was, and Pink sued Tectone. Pink sued Tectone for sexual assault and abuse, and she first went public, which people called her an OnlyFans whore. Tectone's friends all shit on her relentlessly, and Tectone continued to berate her for years, okay? He berated her for years and said that everything she's saying is lies and bullshit and not true, and Pink just sat there and just continued to live with this for 2 years, that everyone was on his side for years, because he went around all of Austin and told everyone that she was the problem and she was a whore and she's making this shit up. And since Freem was already gone with an NDA, people believed Tectone because they didn't really know Pink. So Pink was ostracized from Austin for a long time until people started to like her and realize that Tectone was the problem. Pink was abused and sexually assaulted, and she won her court case yesterday. She didn't just win her court case. All legal things have to be paid for, and Tectone has to have a 10-year protective order. That means that Tectone cannot have guns. He cannot have weapons in his house. That's why he deleted his tweet yesterday. He can't have weapons, period. Also, what he had in his phone was so damning and disgusting about Pinkchu that he was ordered by the court to delete it immediately, or he'll be tried for criminal charges.
What did he have in his fucking phone? What did he have in his fucking phone?
I'm going to go through some of the things I have today. The reason why I'm not going to go through all of it is because I'm going to wait for the transcripts, and I'm going to continue to leak this very slowly, so that way I make sure that everyone can see it. Because I get today, ICE stuff happened and a raid happened. I get it. I understand. You're going to react to that. You don't want to react to Tectone? I'll make this a 5-day special, just like you did with me.
5 days of this shit?
So, the reason why I hate Tectone, okay, is these reasons. 1, I hate that he did this and he's disgusting. 2, he's vile to everybody around me, and I'm vile in general, and I've known he's a massive liar for years. Tectone said that I said he likes lolly VTuber gotcha games, and I made a joke. I apologized, and he continued to attack me for it years later because he was mad that I was dating Emaru. That's it. He was mad I was dating Emmy. He hated I dated Emmy. He was obsessed with her. He wanted to date her. He literally was always talking about her to Pinkchu and everyone else. But that didn't really faze me. I didn't really care that much. Because he's a bald, ugly loser who literally just sits there and has no muscle mass, and his cortisol levels are through the roof. He said I made him pay $300,000 for a loan and charged extra, which is completely false. He would tell this to his stream all the time, that I made him pay $300 for a loan and charged extra. Just to let you know, I made Tectone pay me $300,000 for a loan that I gave him. I gave Tectone $300,000 because I liked him at the time 4 years ago, and I thought he was cool, and I wanted him to live near me, and I wanted to help OTK. Tectone accused me of basically using him, throwing him away, and that I would make him pay fees on top of it, making his community and Asmongold's community hate me. This is completely false. I had him pay $5,000 in fees on the podcast afterwards for a $300,000 loan, which, by the way, that's 1.3% interest or something like that. Wow. I gave him the cash in just a week because I wanted to have him live near me because I thought he was going to be my friend and join OTK. Tectone kept paying me like a retard with PayPal, who takes fees. So Tectone kept paying for fees like a retard and blamed me for that. Tectone hated me because I was dating Emaru. True, he liked Emmy and he hated I was dating her. Him and his dad would say weird shit, allegedly, which is what Pinkchu claimed, and I totally believe her. He hated me because Russell threw a pool party in my backyard one time, and that's when I first met his girlfriend, Pinkchu. And I think Tectone was probably afraid that I'm going to take her away from me because I shook her hand. And he went around Austin, and he did, everywhere, telling people that I grabbed her hand for such a long period of time, and it was so weird, and told everyone I'm weird as fuck for that, and made people believe me. Okay? He made people believe me that I was fucking weird. He even told Emaru about it. He told everyone that I was fucking weird and that I'm aggressive and I'm a weird dude for holding her and grabbing her hand, and I was trying to be touchy when Literally, Pink Chew messaged me a year later and was like, that never happened, and I'm so sorry that he went around. She didn't know that that was even happening. He said, I'm the reason why he got kicked from OnlyFans. This is completely false. He said he hates me for this the most. Chance made the decision, and it was unanimous by everyone. This is when Pink Chew came out with their allegations, and his dad got considered a fucking serial rapist. Yeah, buddy, nobody wants you in OnlyFans. Nobody. I literally just messaged Chance and said, what are we going to do about Tectone? Chance said, I kicked him from the guild. I showed you guys receipts yesterday of this. I have receipts of everything I say. Okay? What I'm about to show you is written down
like
by
that
Lucari,
6ix9ine
by
facts.
Axion.
Only facts.
Of notes, and this is an exact written down thing of a small piece of what went on yesterday. Okay? This is the transcript. Not the transcript, but this is a piece of it. Okay? Keep in mind, it was an 8-hour thing. He didn't write 8 hours of nonstop notes. His hand would not be working right now. But he wrote down pieces of it. I'm not showing it all at once because I want to keep this and keep this going because I want everyone to know how vile of a person Tectone is. And I want to make sure that every content creator who pretends they can't watch this right now because the ice shit is going on has to see it. All right?
Oh,
you ready?
God. No, hey, don't forget about your date tonight, nigga. I need you in good
Hold on one
condition
sec.
for when you do this shit. I love it, baby. We doing this 4 more days of this shit. I'm loving this shit. There's some good drama, yo. I'm eating fucking good. I love it, bro. I love it, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, push his shit in. He need it. He need a humbling fucking. He needs a fucking humbling experience.
Okay. Sorry, people are messaging me. Ready? So when I'm going over this, I want to let you guys know that this is Pink's lawyer who is speaking, and this is Tectone. Okay? This is Tectone. Get Axion in a call, sure.
Yo,
what up, bro?
what up?
All right. Let's go through this, okay? I wrote this all down last night, and I can tell you what was said. Okay? Axiom was the one in court. All right? This is Pink Chew's lawyer. This is Pink Chew's lawyer. This is Tectone. All right? Keep in mind, Pink Chew's lawyer was one lawyer versus 5 people. She said, why would you tell her
she beat the
you
1v5?
can talk about your experiences, which is the sexual assault stuff, but my client cannot talk. Why would you tell her you can talk about your experiences, which Tectone would constantly talk about everything on stream, but my client cannot talk about her experiences when she doesn't name you? This refers to the tweet where Pink Chew says how terrible he was and how he would grab her head and force her to suck his dick. Okay? Move the chat to the right. Oh, hold on. There we go. Tectone said, well, 1, because it didn't happen, and 2, because everybody knew what she was talking was about me. All right. And can you tell me this if you ever make her write words on her face? Yes. And how many times did you record her? A lot. And how many times did you tell her, no, I don't want to be recorded? Never. How many times did you actually agree to be recorded? Every time she'd hold the camera. And tell me this. You made a reference, I hope this is interesting, about how she tried to have a conversation with you about non-consensual versus consensual, and it made you uncomfortable, so you didn't want to discuss it. Oh, she said she would be okay with consensual, non-consensual, because she was bored and didn't want to have vaginal intercourse.
That's a mistake. He didn't want to have vaginal intercourse.
Oh, he didn't want to have vaginal intercourse. So he was bored and didn't want to have vaginal intercourse. All right. And what did you
Or
have her?
He didn't want vaginal intercourse. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He didn't want to have vaginal intercourse. Yeah. So he didn't want to have vaginal intercourse, and that's why he was okay. Wait for this. Why do you think he didn't want to have vaginal intercourse, chat? But wait for this. All right. And what did you have her write on her forehead? I have never had her write slut, but I did have her write come in here with an arrow pointing down.
Okay. I want to see him get himself out of this shit. What a fucking weird freak.
Who
This nigga's
cares?
emulating what
Kink
he
shaming?
what he sees
She
off of
didn't
porn.
want it, buddy. She didn't want to do this. And did you tell that she would you would have a vaginal intercourse with her if she did this and have a normal relationship? Never. No, that was just dressing up. So basically, she wanted to have a normal relationship with vaginal intercourse, and he would tell her, if you keep doing this, then one day we will finally have vaginal intercourse. So they never had sex. He would just use her as a, quote, blowjob machine. Why wouldn't he want to have sex and force her to just give him head? Why? I wonder why. Why would you not want to have sex with her? She's an attractive girl. Why would you just want head only? Interesting. And did you tell that she would that you would have vaginal intercourse with her if she did this and have a normal relationship? Never know, that was just dressing up. That's a degrading thing to do to a woman. Is that correct? Oh, she would frequently cosplay herself. Oh, so she would frequently degrade herself. How does an outfit the same as writing derogatory statements on someone's face make sense and come here? I guess I didn't really see it as degrading, and it was also kind of her idea to make this things go on in the bedroom. So isn't that maybe the problem, Mr. Robertson, that she views what you did as non-consensual and you just don't see it that way? I think if I was ever informed a single time that was wrong, I would immediately say, well, then let's not do it, to be completely honest. Just wait, chat. Okay, but that's not true. You actually would sit her down with a whiteboard and go over everything to convince her that she was wrong. I'm failing to see how this two connect, but I don't understand what you, in regard, we've talked about with the whiteboard. And you would sit down with her with the whiteboard, and whatever position she was taking, you were all disagreeing on, correct? If we were having an argument and not seeing eye to eye, and we weren't seeing eye to eye, visual aid really helped her, as well as to me. This dude would pull out a whiteboard to explain why she is wrong about consensual, non-consensual.
Well, Frank, this is why you need to fucking suck my dick.
Are you kidding me?
Could you imagine?
Bring out a whiteboard and say,
Could you imagine doing this? Breaking out a whiteboard.
So I have to visually show her and explain it.
Bro, could you imagine?
A conversation of non-consensual, consensual on a fucking whiteboard.
This is fucking loser behavior on the highest fucking caliber, bro. I can't wait to show my wife this shit,
and he
bro.
admits it. This is him talking.
This is fucking loser behavior on the highest fucking caliber. No wonder why he wasn't saying shit for months. He just stopped streaming. Because this shit terrible.
I don't think
he was
possible.
preparing
I'm
for
sure
this
that
shit.
You could just write notes. But the transcript will be on Monday. Isn't this insane? Is this actually insane?
Oh, you know
that
what?
He's like,
Monday,
oh yeah, like we didn't do consensual, non-consensual. I would fucking convince her that she's wrong by having a whiteboard. If we weren't seeing eye to eye, you got a whiteboard to try to convince her that she is wrong on consensual, non-consensual. Why do you need to have an argument about this? Why is there a conversation? And if there is, you don't need a fucking whiteboard. You would bring it out all the time. You had so many times that you had a problem and a disagreement with it that you would have to bring out a fucking whiteboard.
Imagine.
You know what coercive control is, right? Yes. And you told her that she has memory problems, right? I believe we had discussions on her memory not being as sharp as it is. I'm sure we've had conversations about memory aids. And because you believe that her memory recollection, because of what she's saying now, is false and incorrect. Do I believe her current memory is incorrect? Yes. Is that what you're saying? So he would literally tell this girl that she has memory problems. And that's the issue. He has memory problems and would sit her down with a whiteboard trying to tell her that she is wrong when it comes to consensual, non-consensual. You want to know why? Because he would grab her face and have her suck his dick. He would grab her face and have her suck his dick. You want to know why he wasn't having sex with her? Because he's a fucking micro penis. But remember, your top content creators came at me because everyone went live and said her fake sexual assault story is that I went to her house after we started dating again. She brought me to her place. We didn't live together, her place. And we started making out for like 30 minutes. And I put my hand down because I thought that that's where we were going next. She yelped. I get up and left. That's sexual assault. That's worth 4 days of YouTube videos and ruining my life, right? That's worth 4 days of YouTube videos and ruining my life. Making people think I'm a rapist when I go on the street. But this isn't, right? This isn't a fucking whiteboard to convince her. This is psychotic shit. This is psychotic. It's fucking disgusting. It's not over, by the way. There is so much more shit. This is literally part 1, okay? This is part fucking 1.
Oh, yeah, baby. We on demon time.
And, okay, your ex-wife made some pretty awful allegations against you, didn't she? Abuse and sexual assault. She did, but she didn't know they were lying. Well, now, remember, Tectone, you have an NDA. It's in the court order. Okay, but you have some pretty serious allegations she made against you. Tectone, And so you learned from that marriage that what can happen with false allegations. Well, not false. I don't know if they were true or not. But you knew how to handle allegations like that from your first marriage, correct? So this is the lawyer talking. Tectone said, I don't think I handled those problems pretty well. I think I handled those pretty bad. So Tectone admits that in Freem's marriage, he handled things pretty fucking poorly and he did a terrible job. But you definitely knew how to handle it when you had my client in your house, right? That is such a great fucking question because it shows that Tectone didn't fucking care to learn from his mistakes after being vile to Freem, and he went right to Pink Shoe to do it next. Well, I'm telling you this. How many times did you go to her and ask for her medications? Did you tell her what things to tell her parents to prescribe for certain medications? I wanted to make sense of what was going on in her head, and she wanted it. I would try to help her and say, well, maybe this is it, and tell her what she should get. I would definitely try to help her with her medications.
Why are you doing that for her?
And what pharmaceutical background do you have to be giving medications? I definitely do not have any background. But you couldn't help yourself with your own. Yes, I've had horrible experiences with my medications.
So what gives you any leverage to be like...
This is not it. He literally admits that he doesn't like and take his own medication. He couldn't help himself with his own, but he would tell her what to get medication-wise. He says, what kind of pharmaceutical background do you have to be giving this medications? None. And he would draw on the whiteboard to tell her what and why she's wrong on consensual, non-consensual. Because apparently he had that problem so many fucking times that he would need to constantly bring out a whiteboard to describe it. You know what he has, chat, that he says that he has? Schizophrenia. Schizophrenia. And he doesn't take his medication because he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. He's pretending and acting like, or saying he has whatever it is, schizophrenia, and he doesn't take his own medication because he doesn't like how it makes him feel. But he forces her to go to her mom to buy fucking medication for herself.
I have become a hateful motherfucker, and I love it.
More said in the courtroom over 7 hours. These are just the highlights, chat. The rest will be on Monday and Tuesday. Ready? This is crazy. He used OTK power saying he could get her deals with Mythic Talent. He said, and I quote, "It would be good for me to have a hot cosplay girl living in the house." Said all she had to do to live there for free is edit pictures and thumbnails, and it then turned into suck my dick for free rent. I felt disgusted he treated me like a blowjob machine. She claimed he made her degrade herself, and if you do this, we'll have a normal relationship. Trying to make her sign an NDA, but refused. She tried paying rent because she said, you don't pay rent, get to work. Basically saying, you don't pay rent, suck my dick. It became the point that she felt blowjobs were an obligation. During that time, she got her boobs done, and she said she couldn't do anything, but he became upset and unruly. So one day he grabbed her head by the shoulders and put her face by his crotch and started jerking off. Told her to open up. Apparently, he would record her without her permission while he made her satisfy him and threatened to leak it. Want to know what happened, chat? The judge ordered Tectone at the end of the sentencing after 8 hours that any of the things that he had on his phone were so bad that he is ordered to delete them. Otherwise, he will be tried for criminal investigation. And is that true, Axion?
Yes, it is.
He claimed on stream he was a streamer. Apparently, he would record her without permission while he made her satisfy and threatened to leak it. He claimed on stream he was a streamer with a blowjob machine. He did say that. He called her the most forward woman he's ever met, in quotes. Called her a whore. He has schizophrenia and would say, I see your face just melting. So a lot of this court case, apparently, next, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, he would go and say that he has schizophrenia, and that's why a lot of this is happening, and he would blame it on schizophrenia, correct?
Oh, you know who else had schizophrenia? That dude,
And
he was fucking kirking
he wouldn't
out
take his
the one who
medications
killed
for it,
that girl
Jack,
on that
because he
fucking
didn't like the
train.
way it made him feel. But he would make her take medication.
But
Not only
I
make
guess
her
it's
take
okay when
medication,
he's the one
would tell her
the
what to
fucking
prescribe
schizo.
and get, and would tell her mom to go get it. Indicated he was called a rapist pedo after her tweet. Her tweet never mentioned him by name. He tweeted that her name. It's really not anything. Not anything I want to bring up. This is a quote after showing a few small tweets of him being called names. Pluto second tweet could have possibly. Oh, so remember what I told you guys, chat, when I said that Tectone's claimed he did so much due diligence and so much of his time was spent getting all the information? How I told you how important it is that if you're in a court case, you should probably have people sending you things and helping you, that you should probably be putting your due diligence into it.
He didn't
Right?
have nobody. He ain't had nobody.
Remember how I said that? This is a quote after showing a few small tweets of being called names. Pulled last second tweets. Could have probably got more. I only spent 15 minutes. Tectone has been in this court case and been involved in this for almost 2 years. He spent 15 minutes getting tweets. He did no due diligence for his own trial because he probably has nothing that will defend him. Lawyer replied, and this is Pink Shoe's lawyer, we've been in deposition for over, 7-9 months, and he only spent 15 minutes searching for tweets? Tectone's response, and I quote, yes.
How fucking unprepared were you? This was terrible.
He
This
defended
was
his
fucking
rants, which is the things
terrible.
going on where he goes and attacks people and constantly berates Pink Shoe and everyone else. When a content creator in our space gets these accusations, they have to pivot content to stay relevant. He's basically saying the reason why he went to right-wing politics and started attacking Hassan
That's
is because
twice as long as he lasts in bed.
because he needs to, because otherwise he would be irrelevant.
So he's
Then
a
the
grifter.
best part,
He's a
he
fucking
brought up
grifter.
Hassan Abi saying like how when he shocked his dog.
Bro, Tectone is a fucking grifter.
Hassan Abi shocking his dog in court.
He actually brought it up too. That is the I was like, what the fuck is this?
I'm loving this, bro. I couldn't happen to a fucking worse nigga.
They talked about a lot about how he would used to record her without her permission, and how he would threaten to leak those as the big nukes if she didn't recede her claims about him. The judge said he better delete all videos and pictures that he has of her, and the judge was angry as fuck after hearing it all. She was furious, apparently. So in conclusion, After 7 hours of things, and we were going to go over the transcripts, by the way, on Monday or Tuesday, whenever we can grab them, the judge claimed that they found sufficient evidence to think that he did commit sexual assault. So normally it would stop there, right? That would be the end of it. Civil court, maybe he has to pay the legal fees, call it a day. No. It was so bad that the judge made him delete all video and evidence and every picture he had of things that he took when she didn't want it, of times that he grabbed her and forced her to suck his dick, and times that he made her do things she didn't want to do, and times that she didn't want to be recorded. The judge said, delete everything about Pink Shoe on your phone, or I'm going to try you for criminal charges.
Yo!
That he is ordered to remove and delete and get rid of all pictures and videos without her permission, and even with or he will face criminal charges. He is forced to pay her attorney fees, around $50,000. The protective order is for 10 years, chat. I don't think a lot of you understand how crazy it is to get a protective order.
Dude.
That means that when Tectone goes on planes, he has to do something. That it's going to follow Tectone for the next 10 years of his life. It is serious shit.
Fucking
it is serious shit.
Bozo. Now this is a freaky
and he
ass
can't own guns.
nigga.
He can't own any type of weapon in his house. They're all going to get seized. He can't have any of it. He can't talk about her or any time can talk about her on stream. He can't own guns and ammunition. He must stay at least 200 yards away from her. And if they happen to be in the same place at the same time by accident, he must leave immediately. He cannot contact her, talk about her, or have other people talk about her.
Freaky ass nigga.
How insane was all of this? How insane was all of this? And this is just the beginning.
That shit was
There's
nasty.
still more in the transcripts. And this guy came after me. This guy came after me for years. This guy came after so many creators for years. This guy attacked so many people for years. And this is who he was. A disgusting, vile, fucking human being.
A freaky ass nigga.
More? Yeah, what's the point? Does there really need to be more with all this? Does there really need to be more than this? This is insane.
No,
she would
but I
literally
would
be
love
like,
for
hey,
you to
like, that's
keep
not
going.
consensual. I don't like it, and stop recording me. Well, you can see by the chart, Pink, that you're fucking retarded. Now come here. Like, he would literally, that's what he would do. Hit a fucking whiteboard. They had so many arguments to prove that she's wrong.
He's
he
a
would then tell
fucking
her you have bad memory loss. And that's why you think you're right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're wrong
I don't want to be
because
too
you have
loud
bad
with my
memory.
neighbors.
Oh, Pink, I think that you have such bad stuff going on in your head that you need to get prescribed stuff. I'm going to tell you what to tell your mom to go get. Here you sit this, go get this. This is what you need. And he literally admits that he doesn't have a prescription or pharmaceutical background in the slightest. But he would tell her what to go get.
What a fucking weirdo.
And he put a lot of the blame, apparently, on schizophrenia. There is apparently an accident, you could tell me if I'm wrong, allegedly, one time where he literally admitted that he almost killed Jimmy here in a car because he said he saw something.
He said he saw somebody behind him talking to him, and he almost crashed the car. It's that bad, his schizophrenia.
So this guy's schizophrenia is that bad, where he's almost killing people, harassing people, and being abusive. And when he's asked why doesn't he take his medication, he says he doesn't like how it makes him feel.
Now, I want you to think a while back when that black dude killed that Ukrainian girl. He was one of the first persons to say something. That dude had schizophrenia. Tectone knew this man had schizophrenia. Tectone has schizophrenia. And what is his excuse? I don't like my medicine. Bro, what a fucking loser, dude.
Be tried for criminal charges.
Think Lakara's rehab accepts schizos.
I would love to see how anyone defends this, and I would love to see your favorite content creators not talk about this because I will use that in court. They won't talk about it. You want to know why? Because Tectone has shit on them, and they're afraid. That's exactly it. He has shit on them, Lakari has shit on them, and they're afraid to fucking talk. That's exactly what it is. It's not that they're friends. It's not that they're hanging out. It's they're afraid. They're terrified that Lakari or Tectone has some more shit on them, and they're terrified about it. So the people that stick their nose in everything, the drama frogs that constantly attack everybody, why are you staying silent? Why aren't you talking about such a crazy criminal act? Why have you not talked about how bad Tectone is? Why do you hide what I said yesterday and think that what I said was cuckoo? Why are you still not bringing it up when I have literal receipts from yesterday? These are quotable things from court, some of them. Tectone is not just bad, he's vile. And the people that have been hanging out with him for years are fucking disgusting. You're all gross. Anyone that's messaged Tectone in years, you're disgusting. Because it's not been unknown that Tectone's a fucking disgusting piece of shit. We've all known it. I haven't liked Tectone in years. I thought he's a fucking disgusting human being. But you all hang out with him and treat him like he's okay. You message him and stuff when you're not supposed to. Why? Why do you talk to him after 2024 when he got outed for being weird with Pink Chew? Why do you message him after he got outed for his dad? Yet you want to play believe all victims? You want to play the cards that you're actually a good person and that you care about anything about sexual assault or anything like that? Bullshit. Yeah, right. You don't care about it at all. You don't care about the victims. You care about nobody besides your fucking ego and yourself. And you're mad that I dated this girl. You're mad that I fucking lived in this world. You're mad that I'm still around. I'm not going anywhere. I promise you that. I'm not going anywhere. I'm tired of not standing up for myself, and I'm tired that I let these fucking retards run my life. Tectone talked shit about me for a year and a half. Year and a half, he just ruined my reputation. Talked shit about my community. Made people question who I am after I've worked 8 to 10 years of my life giving it up for this job, and he tries to take this away from me. And Tectone's big response today was, it's cold outside. You know, if someone accused me of this shit, and I went live and lied, like this fucking chibi retard says, you know, I probably would say, Mizkif's a fucking massive liar, and I'm going to sue him, and I'm going to go live to talk about this. And you just said it's cold out. Why aren't you talking about it, Tectone? Interesting, huh? Why aren't you saying a single word?
Oh, man.
Why aren't your friends saying a single word?
This was fucking good.
Confused. Why will none of the people in your circle speak about this? What do you have on them? I wonder. It's got to be pretty bad if they're willing to not talk about you. Because you know what happens when they don't talk about you? It makes them look like a hypocrite. Because they talked about my problems, they talked about my issues, and they literally made me ruin my life again. They ruined my fucking life. But for some reason they won't talk about you.
Yo, look at Asmon's street. Yo, this not even me making this shit up. Look at Asmon's shit, bro.
Makes no sense. Makes zero sense. Oh, I don't want to talk about Lakari. He was a friend of mine. Okay. I don't want to talk about Tectone. Why'd you talk about Miz? He's in your org. I'm confused. Makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Maybe because they knew you wasn't going to say nothing.
To take me down. That's it.
They knew you wasn't going to say nothing.
Milena was always right. Fuck Tectone. Absolutely. There's not a single LSF thread about any of your coverage. Clips from days after Pink went public.
Okay, chat. Prove that you didn't sneeze 10 seconds ago. Prove it. The problem is that if I do this, then every other victim, every other person who's been accused coming after me might face negative repercussions by them saying, well, Tectone provided proof of something that he didn't do. And once again, I absolutely could. I absolutely could. But Pink, I would like you to show me your proof of these horrendous things I did. And I have a feeling you will not show any of it. The fact that you were trying to paint me as a sexual assaulter and a is insane. It's absolutely insane.
As of yet, Pink
Can I
hasn't
get
said
the
anything
yes?
from the Twitter X bias.
Yes,
So if she releases anything,
I will
I'll be sure to
tell.
let you guys know
I'm
in
fucking
another
loving
video.
this
But as
right
we go,
now. Tectone lost his fucking court case. Was Taco? He lost his fucking court case.
If you're someone that has a following and a Twitter,
the judge found him liable of sexual assault on his ex-girlfriend.
Don't let this get hidden. Don't let this get taken away.
And if you want to talk,
big streamers don't want to talk about it.
In the Discord.
Don't let it happen.
And Beans is if she has, if it's open.
Even the judge at the end said there was sufficient evidence that I believe you committed what she said you did. You committed sexual assault.
And this is the guy who's saying it was the guy who sat down and took
Work
notes.
out on the situation between Tectone and Pink in the following clip.
Commenting on the Tectone drama. I mean, I've now had 3 of my friends, actually more than that, had their lives ruined by accusations that were not proven in a court of law. And I'm tired of it.
Oh, it looks like he was proven that it happened.
Wow. Yeah,
It looked like it looked like Asmongold's shit aged pretty badly. Cause it looks
I'm
like
tired of having
he
people
lost.
accuse people that I know of something of a crime, and they expect me to.
This is how fucking dog shit stupid you
They
are.
expect me
You
to
keep
commit to
making these
removing this
fucking
person out of their life,
dumb fucking things
but
without even
they
knowing
won't even
anything. You
commit
should have just
to
said, I don't know too
seeking
much about that.
justice.
And kept your fucking mouth.
They want me to be justice. I'm not Batman. I've had this happen a lot, like throughout my streaming career. We all know who it is. Everybody knows who it is. And at the end of the day, I am so tired of having to pretend like this is some kind of evil thing when a crime was not proven to be committed. I am not the police. I am not an investigative authority. I do not have jurisdiction over this. To expect me to excommunicate or to remove a person from my life
His dad
based
did
off
it,
of
and then his son
accusations
repeated
that
what
are
his dad did.
unproven, and you did not even try to go to the police.
You know what, bro? He lived up to be just like his father. A
Ironic,
rapist.
because she never went to the police. Very ironic, Asmongold. She never went to the police for 10 months.
Yo,
and she
that's
still hasn't gone to the
crazy.
police a year later. Interesting. Wow.
This is
It's almost like
another-
exactly what you
This
fucking
is
did
another
to me is what you
dumbass
say you
take
would never
from
do
Asmongold.
here.
Another
Wow. Wow. I would love to see his response to this. I would love to see his response to this.
Oh,
that is
he's not
fucking
going to respond.
insane. That is
He
fucking
lost.
insane.
Tectone fucking lost. He lost his case. The judge said it was found liable that he actually committed sexual assault. She
This is
believes
literally
that
what
he
happened.
did.
Like, this is literally what happened.
Bro, you want to know what this whiteboard is? What's Wataku? He would tell his girlfriend when she would want to have normal sex, he would bring out a whiteboard and describe why she should give him blowjobs, bro. It's some weird freaky shit. Yeah, it was probably just a leftist judge. Maybe. But it doesn't change the fact that it was found liable.
Yo, bro, what does chat think, chat? I mean, bro, fuck.
And he has like a protective order against him. So they took away his guns. Bro, it's so bad that when he was in court, he tried to blame his schizophrenia. Now, I'm not saying he don't have schizophrenia, but all I'm saying was a couple months ago when some Ukrainian chick died on a train, and he had schizophrenia. Oh, that guy was hiding behind his schizophrenia. He's black. He was dangerous. He said that shit. He was saying shit like that. And he was fostering hate, doing this right-wing grift. And he admitted to being a grifter because when the girl came out, or matter of fact, she never even came out. He kept talking about her coming out. And she got tired of him making up shit. So that's why, and then she sued him. By the way, he had a lawyer. He had 5 lawyers. That chick had 1. How you lose a 5v1? She beat, her lawyer beat 3 lawyers. I mean, 5 lawyers. She fucking ran the ones with 5 niggas, bro. 5 niggas. You mean to tell me this girl's lawyer run the ones with 5 niggas and beat them all?
Tectone, man, Jesus Christ. Like, I cannot believe.
This shit was diabolical.
Look what the only thing was taken on out of everything that was done. Is that 36 minutes with 400 upvotes.
Is Sophia okay, Ms.?
That I leaked my Twitter DMs. How botted is this place? Like, are you kidding me? You're kidding me. Like, do you not, LSF, do you not see what you're doing here? You're
Yo, this
literally
shit was
protecting
wild. LSF is protecting
let's
a
see what
rapist.
the comments are.
No fucking way. They're not even talking about this. They're not even talking about this, bro. They're protecting a rapist. They're not even
Shooting a
fucking
shot with Belle
voting this
Delphine and
out.
talking to Mike from PA. Okay, if it makes you feel better, she messaged me. Mike from PA.
Yo, that's
really?
fucking
Wait,
crazy.
What's wrong with Mike from PA?
Yo, this is insane. The amount of
bad,
shit
did
that they
something?
have on Tectone. The amount of stuff that's been happening. Everyone left Asmon's
Pretty
stream.
bad. Oh, I just saw that he said
Everyone
he
left
hates Tectone.
Asmon's stream to come here.
I don't know, Chad. I have no idea who he is. I've heard the name. I had no idea he's.
And look, and it's dropping
I
off.
do not know him.
It's still fucking dropping off. Yo, I
How
could
long
not
until this post
fucking,
vanishes? Like the first one, 4 hours.
bro. I
Why
could
does
not
it-
imagine,
why
bro.
does this need to be up there?
That's crazy.
I just literally exposed that Tectone sexually assaulted and abused people, and your one thing that you have on there is that I fucking leaked my Twitter DMs.
That is wild, bro. That is
Which literally
wild.
is nothing. Like, who gives a fuck?
That is wild. That is fucking wild, bro.
Guess what? This is people trying to silence the fact that I did this to Tectone, that Tectone has this. Like, dude, who gives a shit? I sent him my lawyer, and then he messaged me again. Like, who gives a fuck? Bonnie's up next. Spoilers. Bro, this guy's trying to make me say stuff about Bonnie. I can care less. It did not give a fuck. I don't care. This thread was getting brigaded on stream. Mizkif reads all of his threads about him on stream. So does every one of your other content creators. It's so fake, man. It's so fake. Like, I just exposed Tectone for sexually assaulting and abusing a woman.
So right now, the narrative is that people really like Asmongold. So if they're downvoting his clips and everything like that, and they're not making it like discoverable, because this is some pretty crazy shit that he did expose, then they're doing it in favor of Tectone. I mean, in Tectone and of Asmon. So LSF could potentially be protecting a rapist.
He's my man.
Insane. Did you buy a bathroom
It's
order?
because Tectone attacked Hazen and LSF hates Hazen. Tectone going down buffs Hazen. My opinion.
Chat, post on LSF all you want. I'm actually allowed to say that. You can post on LSF all you want about me from today. Go ahead. They told me to say that. Oh, Cellutron said, when's the marble stream? She cares. All right. Chat. Go spread the good word of Tectone. Go spread the good word of the truth. I also want to show one more thing before I go. Mythic Talent has terminated their relationship with Tectone. Says the process was initiated several months ago and finalized recently. I don't really care if that's true or not. But they got rid of him. All right, Axion, I'm gonna go. Hey, Axion, you go live. Go live.
Wait, no gambling?
No, I have a date right now. I can do gambling later when I get back. I'll just do an hour stream
All
and
right.
just chill with chat when I get back. But I
All right,
got
I'll do my gambling.
do your gambling. I'll
Yeah,
host
that's
you.
fucking crazy.
All right.
Yeah, doctor.
That's
true?
fucking crazy.
Is me being gay?
not a doctor.
Wait a
That's
minute. So
fucking
this whole
crazy.
time, Tectone was pretending to be a doctor when in reality, I'm dating one. Maybe that's why he was so jealous of me.
He was jealous of you for dating Emeru. He was, bro, how
All
the
right,
fuck
boys.
do you go to Emeru's house and be like, oh, hold on. Yo, that's crazy. Oh shit. Oh well, let me get ready to go to bed. This shit was wild, bro. This shit was wild. Oh man. That's crazy. I've enjoyed every bit of this. What's Taco? If you want to know more, I'll go to a VC. I'll go to a VC and I'll tell you like more. I fucking hate this nigga, bro. I hope you enjoyed this shit way more than I did. Bro, wait till nigga, invite me to your server. I gotta join. Can I get an invite to your Discord? Yes. I need an invite to your Discord server. I need a Discord invite. My nigga, I fucking. Mmm. Shit. Bro, I fucking hate this man. I hate this. Hey, can I get a Discord invite? I got to fuck. He's a freaky. Yo, I fuck. And he's a fuck. I I'm fuck. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you're enjoying this more than I am. I've had a fucking blast with this. I've wanted this. I wanted this fucking dude to go down for I used to be a fan of his because I used to play a lot of gotcha games, but I started fucking looking into shit, and he was lying, race baiting, and this fucker admitted to being a grifter in his court proceedings. Just like his dad. Father like son. His reasons for hating fucking this guy is just because he didn't get the date Emeru. It's perfect. And he hasn't so Tectone hasn't done anything since he got exposed for the bot thing. He hasn't streamed, hasn't done anything. So he can't I think it's very unlikely too. And the fact, so apparently the transcripts and everything is supposed to come out Monday or Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Oh, I was when I saw that this was fucking happening. I saw a J Stock video. I didn't even realize the first part happened yesterday. Yeah. And then I saw it, I started fucking grinning, and then when I got to the end of it, it was, oh, he's gonna do it again tomorrow. I kind of feel bad because I made some videos shitting on him, but hey, man, we can come together. So, oh yeah, so how you feeling about the ice thing? Cause I saw it. Yeah, I got flash banged it by Wick. Like he played the fucking entire thing on his shit, and I sat there and I just was like, bro, I just saw a man get executed. I yeah. I saw like I said in my mind I saw an execution and I don't know how to process that shit. I'm not used to gore, anything like that. So the Miz shit really came in handy. Plus I fucking hate Tectone. So I'm gonna let you pushing the lady too. They pushed the lady on the ground. All right. So I'm gonna go back. I'm sorry for getting in the way of that. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you enjoy the rest of this because I was grinning. Oh, I was sucking my teeth. I was fucking having a good time. I hate fucking Tectone. You too. I'm loving this shit.